Here we go. All right, there we go. Oh, here we go. Holy shit. Good morning, all. Good morning. I'm sorry I'm a little late. Sorry, a little late. Had some technical difficulties there. Howdy, howdy, Cynthia. Cynthia, that was more than generous. Thank you very much. That was not real. That was not necessary, but thank you very much. That was that was super awesome of you. That was more than generous. You know. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? How we doing? Ooh, sorry, I'm a little late. Sorry, I'm a little late. It was only 3 minutes. Wasn't too late. 4 minutes. I was down there getting my fix. But Cynthia, yeah, Cynthia, that was way nice of you. Thank you very much. Morning, morning, morning. So hopefully everybody's still in here that's in here. It says 4. I got 4. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Miss Geechee, she sent me something also. Thank you very much. Like I said, that you guys are super cool, super awesome. I appreciate everything everybody does. So how's you guys' day going so far? You guys getting ready to go get started on your work action, or some of you already working, or how's it going? Do, 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 do. Woohoo. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those Mondays. Beautiful outside, beautiful outside. So hopefully we have a great Monday today. Yeah. Nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. Oh, one of the let's. I was going to do a video topic on. Damn, I look dark for some reason. I can't even see my sexy self. I'm so dark. Hold on. Let's get that shadow out. Yeah. I can't even see my sexy self. There we go. Oh, you ready to head out in a while? Yeah, I was going to go out. I'll probably go out starting tomorrow. I totally messed up my sleep schedule today, so I'm gonna be out there all tired as hell. So for some reason I fell asleep. I think it was around 9 o'clock last night. And then I woke up at 1 this morning and I was dead ass awake. Like, hey, what the fuck? Hey Mike, what's up? What's up? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? Just here chilling, man. No work today. Oh, that's good, Julie. How's the health thing going with your foot and stuff? Did they ever get that shit fixed up? So yeah, I work later. I work at the Domino's later. So, but I just messed up my sleep schedule. Like I'm right now. I'm fucking tired. For some reason, I fell asleep at like 9 o'clock and woke up at 1 in the morning. I'm like, fuck. See, that's what happens when you lay on the bed and look at your phone. Put you to sleep. So, so I did a video first thing in the morning when I woke up. Did a video. I'm sure some of you already saw it. But, so if people think I'm talking out my ass, feel free to comment on that video if you feel I'm talking out my ass or if I'm speaking the truth or what do you guys feel on it. Hey Rodney, how you doing? My foot's still infected. I've been on for 6 weeks now with no improvement. What the fuck? Why haven't they tried something else? Like, why they keep giving you the same shit? Maybe they need to change up the antibiotics or something. Try something different. Yeah, if they put you on one antibiotic too long, your body's gonna kind of get used to that shit. You would think they'd be switching it up, trying to find a better, stronger one to kill it. You know. Or why haven't they opened your foot up? You know, opened it up, cleaned out the infection, try to get rid of it, and then put you on antibiotics. Just, do some crazy stuff, getting rid of it. Yeah. 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 So yeah, if you guys think, if you guys watch that video, if you think I'm talking out my ass, feel free to, tell me what your thoughts on that was, because and don't and like I say, you guys are open forum here. You guys can say as you please and what you think. So if you think I'm talking out my ass in that video, please feel free, because I hate to say it, but I think everything I said in that video is dead on, straight on. You know, so because you guys have been in these rooms, you guys have seen other people's videos, you've seen how people have portrayed me to be this toxic, negative person because of the things I say. And these things I have said for, you got to remember, this channel's been up for almost 3 years, 4 years. I started this channel in 2019, so it's not a new channel. But these things that I've been saying from day one, that these, taking this shit, doing this, and I've been told nothing but negative, negative, you're negative. Everything talked about is negative, negative. But yet now other people are saying the same shit, and it's being touted as the right thing to say now. Now it's okay to tell people to take personal responsibility. It's okay to tell people if you don't like it, find something else. But when I say it, or when I said it in the past, nobody wants to watch my channels anymore because it's negative. It's this, it's that. So is it me? Because I know you guys are in here as well, and you're in these fucking channels as well. So you tell me if I'm wrong. I've had people from these other channels come into my room and make comments about me being toxic and negative and on the things I say. But yet now they're in these same rooms with other people saying the same shit, praising them. So like, am I, like I said, if I'm delusional, please let me know. Yeah. So you know, I've been saying that shit from day one. My channel still, you even go to my first original video, I tell you on there that gig work isn't for everybody, and not everybody should be out there doing it. But that was on my first fucking video that I ever put on YouTube. Besides my brother, the passing of my brother, that was the first thing I ever put on YouTube. You know, you aren't in their clique. I see this all the time, that one person says one thing and gets hate on it, but someone else says it and they are so smart. It's just mind blowing. Okay, so like I said, I'm not the only one that noticed this shit. And like, so I spoke on it correctly then, because like I said, because I've had people from their rooms come in there and say, talk shit about me in my comment sections and stuff, about how negative and toxic I am. So, but yet they're in these other people's room talking about how great they are. When they're saying the same shit I was saying, that they said I was toxic. Yeah, it's all about the click thing. Yeah, I guess. Okay, well, like I said, I know all you guys are in the same rooms that I'm in. You guys a lot of times watch the same shit I watch. Yeah, well, the negativity is all a mindset, in my opinion. It's all a mindset. You can take anything that is said, and you can either take it as a positive or you can take it as a negative. If when I tell you that if gig work isn't working out for you, that you need to find a better job, if you take that as negative, that is your negative thinking. That could be looked at as a positive for somebody. Somebody could say, well, that's a positive. Maybe I need to consider that. And he's speaking that it's not working, go find something that's positive. But if you have a negative mindset, then you're going to take it as a negative comment. Good morning, Grim Dad. How you doing? Jumping in, listening while I lift. Awesome, awesome. Man, I wish I could lift. Wish I could be out there with you lifting, man. I don't really be in chat. Okay, no worries, no worries. I wish I could be out there with you, man, driving around, scooping up the peeps. But so that's all negative is all mindset. Like, you know, so But it doesn't help when you have other people egging that situation on, being that shit that is said is negative. If you have other people that are telling people that, oh, it's negative, I don't watch channels because they're negative and this and that, then it puts that negative mindset already in people's minds. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I appreciate everybody coming in. All 12 of you so far. I appreciate everybody coming in. Hopefully, we don't get no interruptions on this one. I'm hoping we don't get no interruptions on this one. But I'll do it. I do Driven Dad. I miss that job, man. I miss picking up the peeps, man. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to, unless it somehow falls off my record. I don't think it's going to happen. So, or I get my record cleared. Hey, Brian, how you doing? So, I don't know. I'll have to check with Liv. I need to maybe just take a trip down to the hub and say, hey, what's up? Just gigging it. How you doing? I need to take a trip down to the hub and say, hey, let's discuss this. Tanya, how you doing? Let's discuss this whole situation. Is there a time frame which I can I can get back on it or something? Like, even though I have this. I mean, you have people saying they sell shit on Postmark, yet backup strikes. It's like, what are you trying to say? Honestly, it's all about the money some of these gig tubers make anymore. I look at it the same way, actually. It's money changes people, you know. I just don't listen to lying gig tubers. Gotcha. It's sad because the content isn't even worth watching anymore. Well, the thing is, I've never lied to you guys. That's the thing. I've always been in for nothing. None. If you look at my videos, my opinions don't change. I've always said the same thing, nonstop. I've always said the same thing. People say that I'm a hypocrite and this and that, but yet I haven't seen it pointed out. I haven't seen it pointed out. I say the same thing over and over again. Yeah, some things I might change. I may change to choose to change my mind about. That doesn't make me a hypocrite. That means I have the ability to change my mind and rethink things. For the most part, you know, we all have that ability to change our mind and rethink things. But for the most part, if you look at my videos from day one till now, they're you can almost repeat word for word. I say the same thing over and over again when it comes to gig work shit. You know, thanks. And it's like I'm starting to see the videos about rude restaurant staff. And so I was going to do a video on that, but I was thinking, hey, we got a live stream, we can talk about it here. I always say gig workers are their own worst enemy, and I really believe that. You people are starting to bitch and complain that the staff at these restaurants are being rude and this and that. And who do we blame? Do we blame the restaurant people, or do we blame the fucking gig workers? I blame the gig workers. And that's where the negative shit comes in, I guess, because I don't take the gig worker side, but I have to look at it from both sides because I'm in the restaurant industry. Domino's is a restaurant, and I see this shit, and I'm a gig worker. I see it when I'm out in public. Gig workers are their own problem. And so when people when people run across these and are talking about, oh, this restaurant was rude to me, well, let's break that shit down for a second. Like, how many times have you been in a restaurant when you've seen maybe two gig workers come in there acting like assholes? Where's my order? Slamming their phones in people's fucking face. Where's my order? How many times have we seen that? I've seen it multiple times. Okay. So you figure that the average worker at a restaurant works 8-hour, 10-hour shifts. So if within the 5 minutes I'm sitting there, I see one or two people come in being an asshole to these fucking restaurant workers. How many times do you think they see it a day? They see it multiple times a day. And then some, probably well over 50, 60 times a day, they're seeing that same bullshit. So most people that get in service industry jobs, they want to help people. That's why they do it. I'll give you maybe 5-10% hate their job. That's in any industry. 5-10% hate their job. But just picture when you go in there and you see in the 5-minute span waiting on your order, multiple dashers going there, shoving their phones in people's face, yelling, where's my food? Why ain't my order ready? Just think about how many times they have to see that a day. And then you wonder why when we go in there, let's say it's later at night or they developed this attitude where like I don't want to help these motherfuckers because they don't have no respect. So do we really blame the restaurant staff? Or do we blame the fucking workers themselves for being rude and inconsiderate of restaurant staff workers? I blame the gig workers because they're the ones that caused the problem. You know, so so when people want to complain that I was being they were rude to me or this or that, they're rude to you because you need to look at your fellow fucking workers, your fellow gig workers, and blame them for the people being rude to you. Because if somebody slams their phone to my 50 times a day, yeah, they're gonna get it. People getting the service here because available and need money. They can become nurses to help people. Well, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter, Jay, what profession you choose. Most service people are there because they want to help people. They want to service people. They do it for a reason. That doesn't have to be just because they want to be a nurse. Oh my goodness, bro. Come on, man. And that's not even necessarily true either, bro. Because you can get a job making money doing anything. You don't have to pick a service industry job. Come on. You don't have to pick a service industry job to do that. You can do that. At any job, you can make money and a paycheck to pay bills. So you don't have to. Most of them don't do Grubhub because they want their food now. Yeah, exactly. Same with me, Brian. I walk in, my hot bag, say hello, good morning. I'm from Grubhub. Blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. See? So we've all seen that. And so, like I said, how many times do you feel that a restaurant staff worker is going to put up with that before they lose their shit? It's pretty much helping people. I'm just talking service industry jobs, for the most part. Like, like restaurant workers, restaurants and shit like that. So. But they take, restaurant, a lot of, like I said, you probably got 5 to 10% that really do hate their fucking job. But for the most part, they're there. They want to service you. That's why they're there. But after 50, 60 people in an 8-hour shift are slamming their phones in their face and yelling at you for not having their food ready and shit. Yeah, at that point they're just gonna say fuck you too. And and it just and goes along the whole mess. Sooner or later, it goes along the whole mess. It's just going to continue to grow and grow and grow and get worse to where they'll totally ignore you. And so blame the gig workers. They're their own worst enemy. I've said it multiple times. They are their own worst enemy. Yep. You were ahead of your time, Roy. People playing catch up. That's funny. Oh shit. Yeah, but Jay, you gotta also remember, like, why are the crappy ones crappy? Like I said, granted, there are gonna be some shitholes, but for the most part, there's a restaurant here who will ban you if you show them your phone. Oh wow, really? Nice. Well, that's pretty slick. Yeah, because that's just straight rude, man. Sticking your phone in people's fucking face. The only ones I ever want to see my phone, the only restaurants I ever get that want to just see my phone are Chinese restaurants for some reason. Chinese or Thai restaurants. They're the only ones that ever want to look at my phone. Like when I go into Wendy's, McDonald's, they never want to see the phone. They don't ask to see phone. Hi, Ms. Geechee. I just wanted to say thank you for your gift from yesterday. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, for some reason, Chinese restaurants and Thai restaurants, they always want to look at the phone. Most of the time, the others don't. Yeah, exactly, Julie. I've seen it all too. So, who do we blame? So, can we blame the restaurants at the end of the day? I don't. I don't blame the restaurants. I look at it as it's the people that are the problem. They're the ones causing the issues. You know. Yeah. Yeah, because Dashers and Uber Eat people, they all go in there and they think that the staff is supposed to just drop what they're doing, being that they are short staffed and they're supposed to just drop what they're doing and help them. That mentality of I'm here, you need to do me first. No, they got other things they got to do. Yeah, for some reason, mostly it's always the Chinese restaurants that want to see my phone. My phone. I rarely ever have anybody ask to see the phone. It's always a Chinese restaurant. They actually want to physically see the phone for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, you figure you're working an 8 to 10 hour shift, busting your ass back and forth, short-handed, serving, last thing you want is some fucking dickhead coming in there saying, "Hey, where's my order? Why ain't it ready?" Blah, blah, blah. Like, the fuck? And, if you're dealing with that 30, 40, 50 times a day, yeah, sooner or later, you're going to be like, fuck you. Don't talk to me. Get away from me. Fuck your order, you know? And I'm sure it's a ripple effect. I'm sure it's a fucking ripple effect when you go into these restaurants. It is a ripple effect, you know? You got them going off on the fucking hostesses. You got them going off on the waitresses. And I'm sure it filters its way to the cooks too, where the cooks are like, you know what? Fuck these orders. I'm not gonna rush these orders. Fuck these people. They're stressing out other staff members. I'm sure the other staff members are in there bitching to the cooks, these fucking Uber Eats people, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sure at some point it filters down through the whole restaurant that they're like, fuck it. We'll just take our time. Fuck their food. They don't like it. Fuck. You know? Yeah, I don't really have that issue. Only, like I said, the only people that ever want to actually physically see the phone usually is the Chinese or Thai restaurants that I pick up orders from. I don't know. Nobody else ever wants to see it. You just go in there and say, "I'm here for so and so," and they're like, "Okay, here you go." So that's one of the problems too. When people are stealing orders, could you at least glance at the phone to make sure they're really really like when you go into Chipotle. Any one of us could go into Chipotle any day of the week with with our DoorDash bag, not even working DoorDash, walk up and look at the orders and say, okay, boom, and grab an order and walk out and have free lunch. Because they don't check the shit. They don't check the shit. And they wonder why food's being stolen and shit. You know? They wonder why food's being stolen. Because any one of us could do that. I've been to multiple Chipotle's and other restaurants where the food is just sitting on a counter. Like it's just sitting on a counter outside. So you walk in with your DoorDash bag, you can just go up there and say, "Oh, that's my order," and take it. And next thing you know, got free lunch. They don't know. And then Dasher actually goes in there and say, "Hey, I'm waiting for this order. Oh, it's already been made," and then it's gone. The restaurant jobs really aren't that hard. These folks spend most of their time socializing. Behind every delivery is a paying customer. Dude, I don't want to hear that it's not that hard. It's not that hard. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Those people I don't know where you get socializing. I socialize at work, and we get busy. We're all busy working. So besides Chinese or chef, yeah, I've never had McDonald's ask this. It's not that the jobs are hard. It's when you're shorthanded and you're dealing with multiple things at one time. There are people that are able to handle that. A good experienced staff worker can handle multiple things at once. So where it may not look busy to you, doesn't mean it's not busy. You got one person in there handling multiple things. It doesn't look busy to you, but it's busy to them because they're the one having to deal with multiple things that are going on. Rodeo, what's up? If you want to come in, I did put the link in the description. So if anybody wants to come in, you're more than welcome. DoorDash, tell the place, the name of who is picking up. It anyhow. Yeah. Restaurants work isn't easy. Yeah, it just depends, and it also depends on the restaurant. Depends on the type of restaurant too. You don't want to hear it, but I say it like it is. You seem very partial towards restaurant versus driver. No, I say it like it is because I work in the fucking shit, bro. I work the shit. I don't want to. I don't want people coming in here telling me that restaurants aren't busy. All restaurants are busy at some point. Yes, you're gonna have downtime in some restaurants. Yes, you're gonna have downtime where yeah, you have your socialization and shit like that. But it's not their job to fucking cater to fucking drivers. They get the order. The order when they come out and tell you the order will be done in 5 minutes, that doesn't give you the right to shove your phone in their fucking face and yell at them. Why ain't my fucking order done? That doesn't give you the right to do that. Yes, maybe that's Grubhub's fucking problem. Maybe you guys should take that up with fucking Grubhub and not the restaurants. Maybe take it up with Uber Eats or DoorDash, not the fucking restaurants, because the restaurants, they have to cook the shit. If they're busy, they're cooking the shit. Plain and simple. So when they come out to you and say, hey, your order will be done in 5 minutes, that doesn't give you the right to yell at them and why ain't it done? It said it was already going to be done. Just because these apps tell you this or like whatever the case may be, don't mean that's how it works in real life. You know, so that's something maybe you guys should consider taking up with the apps and not the fucking restaurant. You know, it's not, remember the same challenges they face in a restaurant are the same challenges you took on as a driver. That's on you. That's not you chose to work for the app. If the app doesn't want to give you the correct time of when food will be ready, and the app is pushing you to get the orders faster than the restaurants can cook them, then that's the app. That's not you. That's not the restaurant's fault. That's the app's fault. Take it up with the app. Don't take it up on the restaurant staff. This morning, I drove over 120. Nice, dude. I worked in restaurants too. There really isn't much to it. Okay, well, you're fucking special, Jay. And you're fucking special. You're just better than everybody else. There. Here, we'll just give you the props where you get, Jay. You're just fucking more special than everybody else. You can do everything. You've proven that. So there. I'm not gonna argue with you about it. You know it all. You do it all. The drivers are their own worst fucking enemy. Plain and simple. So it is what it is. Have you seen? Yeah, I've seen DoorDash Dad. Yes, we're all in the restaurant staff videos are coming from. If it was a restaurant, well, that whole situation with DoorDash Dad, that was on both parties. That's not just a restaurant. That's on both parties. So I chalked it up to both. Lack of communication on both people's part. If this was a restaurant part of these gig services, there wouldn't be any orders for you to make money. Exactly, exactly. All my years working in a bar, if someone shoved the phone in my face, yep, there you go. It's two-way street. Okay, bye. Here, let me fix you real quick, Jay. Then we don't have to deal with you anymore. There you go. Now you don't have to say bye bye anymore. Now you don't have to even come in. There we go. Fix it. Tired of this shit with somebody, man. That's not even something I would normally do to somebody, but you know what? Fuck it. You know, I hate it. It's just that fucking mentality that they think they know more than everybody else, and they're just greater than everybody else. So, bye. Problem solved. I'm so sick of that bullshit. Like I'm partial. Yeah, I'm partial because I work in a restaurant. I deal with these fucking asshole people every fucking day. I know when a restaurant's busy, when it's not busy, what the fuck goes on in a restaurant. So don't tell me that bullshit. And if he's so great, and in my personal opinion, if you're so great, then why the fuck aren't you behind the counter making the food for the drivers? If you feel so sorry for the drivers, why don't you get a job, cook the food for the drivers? Yeah, I only show the same here, same phone. If they don't ask to see the phone, I don't show them the phone. You know, actually take it upon myself. You choose the order coming from that restaurant. Deal with it. Exactly, Brian. And that's another thing, Brian. If you know there's a notorious restaurant out there that's constantly late with your orders and stuff, and then you still can, once again, you still continually take those orders from that particular restaurant, who's at fault? Is it the restaurant at fault or is it you at fault? You know they're notoriously known for being late. So why the fuck are you going there? You know, it's remember personal responsibility, personal choice. If you know, I have heard certain restaurants I do not go to because of that reason. I will not go to Wingstops because Wingstops are notorious for having the shittiest fucking time, 15, 20 minutes wait on the wings when you get an order. So I do not go to Wingstops. And I don't, and it doesn't matter how much the Wingstop order is. The Wingstop order can say $19. I'm still not going there because I know it's going to be a 20, 30-minute wait. It's not going to be worth my time. So if you have these restaurants that are causing you issues with the time frame, why are you going there? You are causing your own headache. Once again, it's like you are the one kicking the fucking wall with your own toe and then turning around and complaining that you broke your toe. Well, you kicked the wall, dum dum. So, but it's like, come on. I don't shut my phone in any restaurant, but we've all seen that happen, Matthew. I've seen it happen multiple times. They'll walk in and say, "Yeah, I have an order for so and so," right in the motherfucker's face. I've seen it multiple times. Pull my gig. How you doing, man? Just so you know, I will be sending your stuff out today. I'll be out after this live stream. I'm gonna go head out and put your stuff in the mail. So I will send you the photos like I always do. You know, I don't have anyone. I prefer to ask to see the phone on a daily basis. Yeah, but I've seen it. I've seen it multiple times. Like I said, so where they'll just walk in, yeah, I have an order for so and so, and be like, what the fuck, you know, because we are out of control. Right. Exactly. Well, that's a thing, Brian. You know, how many times if we go in a restaurant and we see it in a let's say we're waiting 5 minutes for our food to be ready, and we see one or two or three DoorDash drivers go in there shoving their fucking phone in people's face. How many times a day do you think that worker is seeing that same bullshit in an 8-hour shift? And then you wonder why they have attitude towards drivers. Well, if in a 5 minute thing we see 2 to 3 do it, can you imagine? On an hourly basis, that's what times that by what? However, my math sucks, so I'm not even going to try to fucking do it. But that's what they got to see in an 8-hour fucking period. You don't think they're sooner or later they're going to fucking be like, "Fuck you, driver," you know? You know. It's like, come on, you wonder why they're in a pissy mood, you know? Not only do they have to deal with the drivers, they're dealing with their normal customers. You're dealing being short staffed. People don't show up. So now the one person is having to do two people's jobs. And then you got, people barking at them all day. Yeah, I would get fed up sooner or later too and go tell you, well, fuck yourself. You know? Yeah, see, that's fucking crazy. So, in my personal opinion, the issues that people are having are because of their fellow dashers. Yeah, well, it just goes down to your personal taking pride in yourself and the things that you do. So yes, where we are, reasonably decent people, but let's be honest and let's be 100. Everybody in this room at one point has kind of lost their shit about their order. Let's fucking be honest. I know I have. There's been moments when I walk in and I'm like, fuck. It took me 5 minutes to get here. Why is my shit not ready? It should already be ready. But let's be fucking 100% honest. I don't do it on a regular basis. Some of these motherfuckers just do it nonstop. I don't do it on a regular basis. Once in a blue moon, I will lose my shit. And I'm going to be, let's be in fucking 100%. Everybody in this room has done it at one point and said, what the fuck? This is the fucking order, what I'm saying. So let's just be fucking 100%. We're not all 100%. We can't all be Jays. Okay, we can't all be Jay, 100% perfect, and you know, do it all ourselves. Yeah, I've fucking tipped people. I've tipped my people at Capriati's. I've tipped them. I've done all kinds of shit. You know, they deserve tips too. You know, I'm not saying go out and tip every fucking restaurant out there, but I've thrown tips to certain restaurants that I know. Like Capriati's is notorious for cooking that food, not having an order ready. They're notorious for that. But the Capriati's that I have in my particular area that I always come in, I throw them a couple bucks, let them know, hey, dude, I appreciate what you're doing, boom, boom, boom. I walk in, I get my shit. They're in there cooking my shit quick, because I'm showing appreciation for the shit that they do. You know, you know. So yeah, exactly. What's up, Gixter? Hey, Gixter, are you busy right now? On behalf of good delivery guys. Yeah, yeah, but let's like I said, let's be 100% honest. At one point, every one of us has done it at least once. Fuck. I know I have. I've lost my shit, and normally that's why I don't do Wingstops anymore because the Wingstop was the one place where I lost my shit one time. You know, I'm like, the fuck? Where's my fucking wings? Oh, you're home right now. Can you jump in the live stream? Are you able to? For sure, that's when I figure out the best blacklist. Yeah, that's why I say gig workers are their own worst enemy. The notorious restaurants are out there, but yet you're going there, and now you couldn't complain about the restaurant. It's kind of like, and I'm not throwing DoorDash Dad under the bus. Like I said, I don't have no issues with DoorDash Dad at all. He's cool and all, but he said in the past he's had multiple issues with these people in the past. This particular restaurant in the past. Well, why are you going to this restaurant? Is that extra bit of money worth the headache that you're going to get when you go into this run? The link is in the description, sir. Yeah, they don't like us. Also, it's not only that, Vegas, they don't like us because of our attitudes. Most of the attitudes that they get on a regular basis, people in here, they're treating them like garbage, dude. Yelling at them, "Where's my food?" Shoving their phones in their fucking face. So, yeah, so yeah, yeah, it's yeah. So they lose money. They lose money. They got to deal with the fucking attitudes and shit like that. Yeah, that's why they don't like us. You know. So it's just crazy like that. But I see a lot of people making videos. What can be done to make changes? There's nothing that can be done to change this shit. There really isn't. You're never going to be able to change everybody, every Dasher, every Uber Eats person. You're never going to be able to make them somehow do a Thanos and snap your finger. Then everybody's like all grateful and all all worthy, and you guys know what the fuck I'm trying to say there, but yeah, you just can't snap your finger. Then everybody is so polite all of a sudden. You can't do that. So there's no way of fixing the problem. The problem is it has to be done within you as a person. If you look in the mirror every day and you say, why am I being a dick to these workers? And if you don't want to change the way, you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a dick, then you're going to, all right, go. There he is. All right. Um, can you do me a favor, Xander? Keep the crowd busy while I go smoke a cigarette.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
All right.
And then we were talking about gig workers being their own worst enemies.
Oh, is that right?
When it comes to these restaurants and the rude restaurants.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. I mean,
so there you go. Keep them busy, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, Roy, he's been the only one, I think, in my opinion, that has publicly come on here and said that shit. Um, I know there's a few of us that have thought about it off camera, but, we've never really said it. I mean, I'm one of those few. I think about this shit all the time, and a lot of the times, if someone brings it up, it's like, yeah, it must be true. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Who's in the chat? Hey Vegas, what's up? I feel that's why some don't get orders out timely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't get their orders. But see, I don't know if Roy touched on this yet already, but a lot of the times, yeah, that has a lot to do with it. If there's certain dashers out there that are shoving their phones right in front of the cashier's face, of course, you know those employees, they're not going to hesitate to take it out on the next badge of dashers that come through that door to pick up their orders. Yeah. uh I think we could all do better. Always room for improvement. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. There are restaurant workers here, at least, unfortunately, that are horrible, regardless of how nice or respectful the driver is to them. Yeah, Cynthia, that's the thing. I mean, it all goes back to, if one messes it up for the others, then yeah, then everybody else must be the same. You know what I mean? So if there's if you get that one rude ass dasher that shows up in the restaurant and is acting all entitled, then yeah, he or she is ruining it for everyone else, because like I said, you're gonna have those restaurant employees that are just gonna be ready to take it out on the rest of us. Yeah. Thing about it, DoorDash is the easiest to get on, so there are a lot of garbage drivers. Yep. Uh, yeah, I would say so, and I would say on any other app, yeah, that statement's true. How do you deal with a restaurant that ignores you when you step in for an order? Um, I don't think I've ever had that issue. Because, and I've talked about this with Roy before, off camera. It doesn't take no more than 30 seconds to enter a restaurant and say, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Uh, I'm here to pick up a DoorDash order. I'm here to pick up a Uber Eats order for so and so." It doesn't take that much. You got to understand, when you go into these restaurants, you yourself are doing a job. So a lot of the times this job entails customer service. So if you don't have those qualities, then yeah, you're fucked. You're jolly well fucked. Yeah. I've never had that issue of being a. Yeah, I've never encountered that, because yeah, like I said, it doesn't take much to introduce yourself. I'm not saying introduce your give them your name, but just say, here to pick up a Uber Eats order or whatever you're there for so and so, man. It doesn't take long. Seeing a lot of turnover staff in restaurants. I go to daily, so I know the workers are stressed out and looking for other opportunities. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that has to do a lot with also the shortage of employees that a lot of these restaurants have. So, yeah, there was only one time that happened to me, Julie. Yeah, for certain restaurants, that is. Yeah. Yeah. So, how's everyone doing in the chat? Anyone making money? Anyone out there working? Yeah. Where's Omer at? Is he out working too? Day off here. Nice, nice. All right, nice. Yeah, you got to give yourself a day off. Yeah. I'm going out in an hour to do the gigs. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go out myself. I'm gonna get ready and probably like in the next hour or so. Usually when they see my DoorDash mask and my DoorDash hot bag, they go to me right away. They even skip other drivers who were there before me just because of the fact I had DoorDash. Yeah, yeah, that is true. I do agree with you on that one. Yeah, I have gotten that kind of treatment before, especially like if you have your bag or something. Yeah, definitely. I have. Um, Short afternoon shift. Haven't seen Homer in the chat. He's probably hiding. You know Homer. Did 2 grocery orders this morning and made $45 in a little over an hour. Nice, nice. I'll work the dinner rush tonight. You're doing a great job, Gangster. Thanks, Cynthia. I'm usually not used to doing live streams. Yeah. I'm usually the type of guy that I don't mind doing live streams with other YouTubers. That's how I roll. I just sometimes I feel like I would hesitate if I hosted a live stream. It is Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday. Although it doesn't feel a lot of the times like it's Monday. Yeah, today is Monday, Paul. Yeah, yeah. So did you guys see Roy's video this morning? What did you guys think about that? What did you guys think about Roy's um should we call it a rant or should we just state it as facts? What do you guys think? Oh, here he comes.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm back. Thanks for holding it down.
You just tuned in for the good part. So I was asking the chat about if they saw your video this morning.
Uh-huh.
So I asked the question, should we call it a rant or should we just call it like it is, facts?
I think it's all facts, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Maybe I kind of went a little like off the wall about the apology part, maybe. But in the same way, I think I do deserve an apology because these are all the things. Let's be honest. I said all this shit, and all these people were dogging me for saying this shit, and now they're saying it, and it's okay, perfectly okay to say the same shit that I said.
Yeah.
And I think what a lot of people seem to forget, bro, is this channel's been going since 2019. I just didn't pop this channel up a year ago. This channel's been up. And if you read my first ever rideshare video,
oh yeah, I've seen it.
It says in there that gig work isn't for everybody, and you got to think about it before you even choose to do it. So, but when people go around telling people, oh, you shouldn't go to certain people's channels because they degrade women or they're toxic, and all they do is talk negative. And then you turn around and other people are starting to say the same shit that I said, and you're praising them for it. Yeah, there's an issue there. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, a lot of those people are just sheep at the end of the day. I don't think they've taken the time to come into your channel and click on a few videos because there is other topics that you cover.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've done like videos on safety stuff.
Yeah.
But yet people are coming out saying that, oh, they're the first ones to ever do a safety video or talk about the safety stuff on what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Man,
Come on.
Man. I think we're talking about the same guy, right? Is this the same guy?
Yeah. Well, it's not even talking about the same guy. It's a lot of people. I did the video about if I don't get 1,000 subscribers by fucking summer, I probably won't do this channel anymore. And then we see different videos coming up about who do you watch? Why do you watch them? What do you think about? Like, come on, like you can't, you don't, if you watch my videos, remember Roy can put 2 and 2 together who you're talking about.
Right.
It's not, rocket science. It's not like trying to do a 2 stacked order that's so difficult to take 2 orders, or Roy can put 2 and 2 together. So. Well, what's up, Dominique? How you doing?
Well, the simple answer to that is don't fucking take those stack orders because chances are one of those orders could be delayed. he's
Yeah.
probably not ready on schedule.
Well, not only that. Let's face it. Do you really have to be told to not take an order that's going this direction, and then you got to, and then want to go in this direction? Do you really got to be told that? That's common fucking sense,
That's
bro.
common sense, yeah.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
you got people out there praising videos because, oh, he taught me not to take an order going this way and not to take the order this way, and they're praising him for that. Well, are you really that dumb in the first place?
Yeah,
Like,
it's all about trying to get that validation, bro. You know, believe me, I've been a long subscriber of a lot of channels, and yeah, I've been there.
yeah.
But then
pull
you
my
know,
gig.
but
Pull
then you
my
know,
gig.
what was
Pull
that?
my gig says. He says, all I know is you two need a haircut. You're hippies. Me and you need haircut.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's looking kind of shady up in the.
But everybody thinks just because I speak on like shit, like when I say I think the gig workers are their own worst enemy, they are, in my opinion, because
Yeah, yeah.
you know, they say, oh, you're against the gig work, you're this and that, but yet they say the same shit, like stay off my channel if you don't like what I have to say. I say it and I'm a negative asshole, but they say people praise them.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man.
And then you got some of these YouTubers also that are all about setting a good example, but yeah, they're going behind the cameras doing shit they're not supposed to do. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Here we got another one. Woo,
Oh,
what's up, guys?
Oh shit! Somebody needs somebody needs a razor up in the house. Look at that. Need a razor.
I got more hair on my face than you guys have on your head.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Right. Yeah, I didn't get the lifetime guarantee on the
No
airline
shit.
here. Yeah.
You know what's interesting is that everybody in my fucking family, from my dad, my two brothers, my son, full heads of hair, bro. and I get this. I get this. Like,
it's all them chemicals, I think, that I was so
it
used to
must be,
putting on my
man.
hair back in my younger years.
Yeah, back in the old days when you were doing the grease and shit in your hair,
the
like
greasy, that wax. You remember the wax?
Yeah.
The wax.
That and putting a fucking cholo, and you having a cholo bandanas on there, just choking out their hair.
Yeah. I'm sure Steve knows about those times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm not young. I'm not young.
Right.
Come on,
he's
Steve.
he's probably like in the Grecian formula category. The Grecian formula.
Dude, I turned 50 in a few months.
Oh, same here. Same here. In June, I turned 50 in June, so we're right there.
May.
Yeah. Oh man,
you're a youngin', Roy.
Right.
I don't care. It's just a state of mind.
Yeah, exactly. I say the same thing. And as long as that one particular part of my body still works at 50, I'm happy. That's all. The day that doesn't work anymore, I'm sad. I'm gonna be like, so.
Yeah, my dad used to tell me that dumb joke about, he went to the doctor and he'd say every time, as I got older, every time I do this, doc, it hurts. And the doctor just said, don't do that.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That once you get old, there really isn't fixes to things anymore. It's like, yeah, that's just going to hurt. That's what it is, man.
It's like these gig workers taking these deliveries from these horrible restaurants. Just don't do it. It's simple. Just don't do it. Nothing to complain about.
Yeah, all it takes is one time to get it through your head.
Yeah, like it's like how many times do you got to go to the same restaurant over and over again and get fucked by that restaurant before you say, "Hey, I'm done. I'm not coming here anymore." Like simple. It's simple shit.
Yeah, I can say that I've had some favorite restaurants where like I've cut them some slack where they've been periods where they go through a lot of bad staff, but I knew them so many years before that I'm like, dude, just get some good people, and then they eventually do, and I'll go back to them. But it's like you kind of get all ticked off when it's just all crappy employees.
Yeah.
And now it's crazy because even the best bartenders and restaurant workers I know that are back in the industry are kind of just working at like half pace. They're so frustrated with people coming and going, and literally people like working a shift and quitting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want this job. That I've never seen so many restaurants. It's the one place you never would see this say serious applicants only.
Yeah.
That's something you usually see with a desk job or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's like restaurants now have to put this up. Now hiring serious applicants only. I mean, when you go apply at a restaurant, do you not know what you're doing? You're applying at a restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be hard work, guys. It's
but like I was saying earlier, it's like, you know, these people, you know, when we go in there and we see, let's say 1 to 2 in the 5-minute span, we're sitting there shoving their fucking phones in people's face, yelling at staff, you know, while we're in there for 5 minutes. Can we imagine, just picture that, them having to deal with that in an 8-hour shift? And then you wonder why they don't want to fucking help you, because they've been seeing that shit all day for 8 hours straight. Motherfuckers coming in, yelling at them, where's my this, where's my that, shoving shit in their face. And sooner or later, you don't think this, you know, I don't care how friendly of a person is, how great your personality is. At one point, you're going to snap, and you're just going to be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I have other things to deal with other than these assholes. And so that's why I always say gig workers are their own worst enemy, because they're the ones causing these problems, you know, in the first place.
Yeah, I'm so luckily for me, I never had to deal with these food deliveries when I was working in the bars, because the bar I worked at had 2 servers. We were packed all the time, 2 servers, and it was an island bar with 2 to 3 bartenders where we were serving 3 deep. So if you came around to the wait station or something and you were like, hey, I got this DoorDash order, I would look at it and I'd go, okay, DoorDash order and a name I'd try and get, and I'd let the cook know. But if I went on to serve 3 drinks before I went to the cook and they were like, hey, DoorDash order, I would literally go remove them.
Yeah.
Get a different driver to pick it up because you're gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of my server station.
Yeah. That's how it is. And that's the problem, man. You know, it's just like the whole tip thing, like, you know, that shit too.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll give you a perfect example. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to pick on Pedro's channel or Pedro, whatever. But look, every Sunday, Pedro has done an order from DoorDash. The order has come back fucked up. So, he tips what, $10-15 on each one of these orders, and his orders are coming in cold. They're coming in wrong. Shit's being forgotten. Shit's being dropped halfway down the fucking street at other houses. Now, how many times do you think, if it was you, me, or any other body, they're going to put up with that before they decide, you know what? If I can't get my food hot, regardless of how much I tip, I'm not going to tip anymore. If I can't get it here when they say it's going to get here, why am I tipping? So it's only just a matter of time before people just stop tipping because of the service itself. You know, can we blame DoorDash for it? Yeah, but how much more can we blame the drivers? Because if a driver can't read Pedro's address and they drop it halfway down the street, that's not the app's fault, is it? That's the driver's fault. If the driver forgets to bring the drink, whose fault's that? It's not the app's fault the driver didn't bring the drink, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, at sooner point, how many times do you expect somebody to deal with the same shitty service over and over again before they say, you know what? Whether I tip or not, I still get cold food. I still get shit missing. I still get shitty service. So why the fuck tip? You know?
So I guess I have to ask this question because I don't do as much delivery as the rest of you guys. I do all the other apps. I've done tons of rideshare, and I've done them. But the food deliveries, don't they give you a receipt and staple it to the bag and that kind of stuff?
Some do, some don't.
Some do, yeah.
And if they don't, though, can't you? I mean, obviously, you can ask for a receipt, right?
Well, some places won't give you a receipt because the price on the app doesn't always reflect the price on the receipt. So
right, but you know, they could always ask for a chit receipt. I guess they wouldn't know to ask for that. But if you did, it doesn't show the price on a chit receipt. Like every restaurant can print one. I don't know. I would want to print the receipt, make sure that, hey, man, I'm supposed to have 2 drinks too.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing too, is with the current situation with everything being sealed up. You know, you can blame a lot of that on the restaurants too. But I don't know. I've been to multiple restaurants lately when I've done my deliveries, and a lot of restaurants are back to not sealing the bag. So you can actually physically look in the bag and see. Like, I know I've been to Jack in the Box. They haven't sealed their bags. Mm-hmm. The only ones I went to that sealed their bag was the Wingstop. One Wingstop I went. Everybody else's, their bags, you could look right in the bag and see what was in there.
See, I would think they would want to go to like that the Chinese food model and staple it.
That's what I said. That's what I have. I have one of those in my car. I have a staple. So yeah, okay. Let's say you get your order from McDonald's and it's sealed. Just pop it open, look, and then staple the motherfucker. Yeah. You know, if you're really that concerned about it.
But I mean, the restaurants, the app should even be talking to the restaurants about this. Like, hey guys, we're recommending now that you staple the bag shut and staple a receipt to it. It doesn't have to read any prices, but can you just do that?
Yeah.
But that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. They don't give a shit.
But then at the same time, don't the apps also, if I'm a customer and I'm expecting my food, I can easily access the app and check to see what I ordered, just in case I'm missing anything once my order comes. So at the end of the day, I mean, I guess
it's a flawed system.
It's a judgment call, I guess, on the.
Yeah. It's all based off of he said, she said system.
Yeah.
And that's just a shitty system. Like, it's just a shitty setup.
Yeah. I guess my only thing would be, on the big orders, I just knowing if somebody's delivering to me and they probably do it anyway, I don't even want to know what they do to my food. But I don't want to be like rummaging through people's food. I'd rather the bag just come out. Me trust that it's all in there, that it's stapled, and therefore it was stapled by the restaurant. I picked it up. Here it is.
Yeah.
If they're like, wait, I didn't order any of this. This is 4 meals I didn't order. I'd be like, I don't open all your meals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not going to rummage through your food and make sure that, pick up an enchilada and goes, that beef? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I had a lady one time do that about her barbecue sauce from Wendy's. They sealed the bag. I'm not checking the bag for a barbecue sauce. I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Yeah, yesterday. Last night I did an Uber Eats order. It was from Del Taco, and it was an Uber Eats order. Once I started the trip, you can go back on the details, and a lot of the times it'll say, "Oh, leave it at door, hand it to me." Then the second note said something like along the lines, "Oh, can you make sure that the restaurant puts 40 packs of ketchup and hot sauce?" And I'm like, I've already driven off. I'm like already driven off 2 minutes away from the restaurant, and you're chiming in with this.
Right, but they're asking you to do something you wouldn't even do as yourself. Like you're going out on a Friday night, you're not gonna be like, man, I want 40 ketchups.
Yeah,
come on, dude.
Yeah, right. But then also, I think a lot of the times, right? Yeah, but then also, I think a lot of the times, a lot of people don't delete their previous messages from these apps.
Yeah.
So like, if
they just leave a standing 40 ketchup.
Exactly. So
a lot of the times they don't buy their ketchup. They hope drivers just bring tons. And...
I know. Right. Well, it's kind of like people from Domino's. For some reason, they'll order like 20 fucking ranch cups at 50 cents a piece. $10 for fucking 20 ranch cups. I'm thinking to myself, why don't you just go to fucking 7-Eleven and buy a $2 bottle of ranch and put it in your fucking fridge? Right. You're gonna pay $10 for ranch cups?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing special about Domino's ranch. Like I don't understand that shit. Like I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But yeah. So. Yeah, I've had people do that, Matthew, where they ask you to stop. Can you get cigarettes on the way? I need this. Can you just pick them up? I'll give you the cash for them. Yeah, I've had people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Or what they do is they see you picked up the order, they see you drive it to their house, and that's when you'll get the text. Oh, can you make sure they put a hot sauce in there? A little late down, motherfucker.
A little late, yeah.
Yeah, a little late now. I'll wait to your house, like. And a lot of times I'll tell them, I'll text them back. Did you put hot sauce on your app that you want a hot sauce? They'll be like, yes. I said, then hopefully you got hot sauce because I'm not going back for it. or the one thing I do, and I know that makes a lot of people laugh, is when you put leave at the door and you come out to meet me, you're striking the pose. I don't give a shit. I'm going to hand you the food and you're going to sit there and I'm going to take a picture of you with your food. So I tell them all the time, strike a pose, motherfucker.
That's a weird thing that like even Uber Eats, I know that it's over in the UK, it's Deliveroo and it's and Deliver That and these other apps, but they do have Uber Eats just like we do. And during the whole pandemic, they never had to leave it at the door. They had a face mask and a glove thing, and you had to hand it to the person though, just like a civilized society.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that also
I don't want my food left in the dirt in my front yard.
Yeah.
I see them come up, but even at the height of the pandemic, when I didn't know if they'd want me coming out, I didn't care. But I didn't know if they'd want me coming out, and they'd have the mask on, they'd run it up, I'd let them, but they'd set it like in the dirt next to my door, and I get it because my door swings open.
Yeah.
So it's either dirt, or right in front of my door. So
yeah,
yeah, but I just would be quick. I'd be like, damn it.
Yeah, yeah. That I find that to be so gross. Like even when we were doing it with Domoslows, is put their food on the ground. I'm like, that's just nasty. It's gross. It's bad customer service to be to set somebody's food on the fucking ground. It's just gross. You know?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
That's why I was
find
surprised, even at the height of the pandemic, that all of the companies in Europe were like, yeah, dude, put your mask on, both parties, have your gloves on, but hand the food to them.
Yeah.
Don't set it down.
Yeah, exactly.
I think again, it's just like like when Travis started Uber, he set it up as the drivers were paid awesome, but it was a non-tipping culture. You couldn't tip. There wasn't a way to tip. And he discouraged it. He said, no, the drivers are paid well, and they were. It's kind of the same thing now with delivery. It's just kind of, it is what it is now. And as the prices go back down, you're going to have to pivot with it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to go back to what you loved.
No, exactly. No.
I mean, I think we all know that. They're not just going to go, you know what, when we took your price way down, we didn't realize that affected your pay. So we're going to bring it back to twice what it was. Is that cool with you? They're never going to do that.
Yeah, exactly. They're reaping the benefits in their pockets, and that's all they care about. The only way it's going to get any kind of slightly better, which I don't even know if you call it better, is when people start falling off the apps. When people realize, hey, I can't do this. It's not sustainable, and you get more people going to the W-2 jobs, and then it starts to lighten up the saturation some. Until that happens, and like I said, that's not even a guarantee that would fix it. But until that happens, you're going to see this fucking shit orders daily, on a regular, so, in my opinion.
But that also will happen too.
Yeah.
I mean, that will happen. We are people are coming, just like people are going into the restaurants and working for a day. People are coming on these platforms, not working them for a couple weeks and then going, you know what, I'll try it. And they do like one run and they're like, nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, all that work and I got this and I don't know when I'll get more and nope, not doing that.
Yeah. And then you take in the factor, you're just blasting your car nonstop, on the regular. Cars are not cheap to fix anymore. So
no, they're not.
So,
I've been the recipient of that. A few
factor and all that. So
yeah.
So what is this comment? I don't understand the comment from the gig show.
So why is waiting on the customer's food a bad thing, knowing that customer's food will be hot when you deliver it?
It's not a bad thing.
I don't have it's not my deal. Because everybody's been trained by a lot of these gig YouTubers that it's money. It's money. Minutes are money. So when you got 14 gig tubers on here telling you, if it ain't done right away and blah blah blah, you need to cancel it and move on because you're losing time. So that's one of the problems, because you're constantly having people telling you that your money is your minutes. Like, okay, you got to wait an extra 5 minutes. Oh my God, that's so horrible to wait for 5 minutes. That's the problem.
I've hit on that a few times on whatever it is, dropping the orders or whatever. And to me, it's like, I understand that a lot of people don't like the pay models. I get it. But here's the bottom line is, to me, every job I've ever had is the same way. And this is my business. And as much as sometimes even to me, it doesn't feel like it is my business. Yeah. And if I'm not going to treat it as such, and I'm not going to make sure I'm making enough money and then move to other apps if I'm not, or supplement my day in other ways, then that's on me. But it is all my business. And once I pick up an order, that's my order. That's my responsibility to get that to them.
Yeah.
Especially once I get to the restaurant. If it's like I pick it up and I'm like, oh, wait, I shouldn't have grabbed that. That's way too far. And then you drop it kind of right away and it gets picked up by somebody else in the matter of 1 minute. That's a different story. But if I drive all the way to the restaurant and they're busy and I'm like, well, screw this. Like that just doesn't feel right to me.
Well, not only that, it's you're waiting an extra 5 minutes. Let's say they come out, it's going to be 5 minutes. You're mad. Oh, no, I can't wait 5 minutes. You're still going to wait longer on the app to get your next order, unless you live, of course, in a supermarket, like a really good market. You're going to be spending that 5 minutes waiting for a new order, or longer waiting on a new order. So why not just wait the 5 minutes and get the food and then take it on the order? You know what I'm saying? What is the hurry? What is the, but that's what happens when you get this culture of people telling people you shouldn't wait, cancel it,
Right.
cancel it, go, move on. You're losing money. Like,
I mean, I'm
do
sure
it.
there's a logic to that. I'm just talking about my personal beliefs. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
Well, no, I've done the same thing. Like I've been there where unless it's an excessive wait, I'll still wait. I'm not like I'm saying I'm not tripping. I'm not doing DoorDash because I think I'm going to make millions. I don't. I just do it.
Right. I
And
mean,
You
sure,
know, if
there's
I have,
exceptions. If you walk into a restaurant, there's a line out the door to sit, and you got 5 dashers there waiting on orders, and you ask about yours, and they're like, dude, I don't know, and they're just running around, then yeah, unassign it, because one of those other 5 dashers is just going to stack it,
yeah,
or they're going to get somebody else close
Gonna get
by. I
somebody-
mean, like, yeah, I'm not going to wait in a nightmare scenario.
yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
if it's, I mean, if it's just my knowledge of the restaurant industry, if I get there and it's not done, it's not done. Hell, for all I know, like a bunch of people have been putting in orders, they've been making them, and they're pissed, and they want to make sure I show up first before they make the
right.
damn
Yeah.
thing.
And I noticed a lot of restaurants are starting to do that where they are waiting till a dasher walks through the door before they even start packing that order. Because I think what we're starting to see is because they pack the orders, nobody comes. So now the food is just sitting in a bag forever, and they end up most likely having to toss all that food out. So I notice a lot more, like a lot of places I've been to lately, like Jack in the Box, for example, they will not start packing that order until you say, okay, I'm here for, they're like, okay, no problem. And then they start getting the food ready and putting it in the bag. So I think a lot more places are starting to get hip to that idea that we're not going to start packing the order until at least somebody shows up and says they're there for it. Because they're wasting so much food because they do get it already. And then, 45 minutes later, it's still there,
Right.
so they're wasting all that food. And right now,
then it becomes an employee meal.
yeah. And the
It's
way
like
prices are,
something-
and the way food prices are going up and everything's going up, I'm sure these restaurants, they don't want to be giving away free food to the garbage can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I've noticed a lot of little restaurants doing that.
I've worked in the bars and restaurants, and I prefer the bars that have limited food, but I have worked in restaurants too. I don't think I could ever deal with the food, what you need food costs to be at in a restaurant. But
Yeah.
like in a bar, you have a little more exception. If all you're doing is like burger and fries and stuff, you can eat it up with the liquor costs and stuff a little bit, but you still have to run like 20%
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
cost. And I mean, that's hard to do in this day and age of delivery if people aren't going to grab the orders. And I see William's comment that it's a come on, fellas, it's a case by case basis or something. And I think I just said that. Of course it is. You could walk to a place, it's a cluster, and you're just like, bye.
Yeah,
Like-
everything's based on a case to case basis. Yeah, it's not even a case to case. It's a person to person basis. It's like what is your mentality when it comes to doing gig work? Do you mind sitting chilling? I'm not that person. Like I said, when I go out there, I'm not trying to rush. I don't have a specific amount of money I'm looking for. I think my goal is like $40 a day. I'm happy with my $40 a day. So I'm not trying to, live my whole life off of gig work. So like I said, the mentality may be different for somebody who definitely has to pay their bills with gig work versus somebody who just does it part-time for extra spending money. So I'm sure all that has to be taken into effect too.
Yep.
The legendary hater. What's up,
William? TLH?
The Sith Lord, the Padawan.
I don't hear him. I just got this creepy looking cat staring at me. Like, what the fuck? I don't hear him talking.
Maybe that's what he wants.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Mad Dash for Roadcast? How you doing, man? Let's say Roxanne Drone Days. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Rice Here Source? Everybody. So thanks for everybody coming in.
The legendary hater. William, if you made it the Hater Chronicles, it would be THC.
Yeah, right. I don't hear him. Is he talking? I don't hear him.
It's probably muted or something.
Yeah, it doesn't show he's muted, so I don't know. Maybe he's in the middle of an order or something. I don't know.
Probably that Omer net's kicking in where he's
Maybe he got a hot roadie order right now. He just jumped in like, oh shit, I got a hot roadie. Now he's on his way to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's only gonna get worse with the gas prices going up. People are
I was about to say that. I was about to say that too.
So
yeah, it's just a matter of time. I think it's going to be a test of wits who's going to be able to hang, you know,
Yeah,
with all these
exactly.
changes that are occurring and also the inflations.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was talk about at least the rideshare companies. I know the food ones don't need to. I mean, it's still a big deal, but there was talk about the rideshare ones taking a medium gas average for the past 6 months in your area, and then if it's gone up and over, giving a boost. Not like every ride, but giving a boost of a per gallon. So it wouldn't be much, but it would be a little bit
Yeah, exactly.
that helped a little
Yeah,
bit to cover
it's
that
like
gap.
it's like me working at Domino's. Domino's is gonna have to do a little increase or something because I'm looking at 40% of my deliveries aren't even tipped. So I could do 16 deliveries and 7 of those 16 won't even have a fucking tip on it. And that's gas. That's gas I don't get. And that's
Use the Get Upside, bro. The Get
I
Upside
don't,
app. You don't use
I don't
it?
want all these fucking crazy apps on my phone, dude. I don't want all that shit.
So there's also the so we've been docked so many times here in Denver, and you can still make a lot of money because of surging and stuff on rideshare, but it's down to 58 cents a mile, and what is it, 8 or 9 cents a minute. And now if they bring in radar into this market and the new upfront pricing model, it goes down 5 cents. So it would go down to 53 cents. And this is the first year where the standard mileage deduction is 57.5 cents. So there's a big discussion going on right now about you guys can't be paying people less than the federal government's going to let you write off.
Yeah. I've always wondered that about Domino's too, because Domino's only pays me 40 cents a mile. So I've always wondered
that's supposed to, dude. That's supposed to be what they have to pay you. I mean, like even jobs that ask you that never have you drive, but say, hey, I need you to go run 45 minutes to get this day. You're just even supposed to write down your mileage.
Yeah.
And say, this is how many miles I drive. And that's why that deduction exists. They're supposed to reimburse you that exact amount.
Yeah, I gotta look into that. I gotta look into that because I got my slips for it. I'm like, yeah, like when I first started, it was only 36 cents a mile. I'm like, what the fuck? The mileage for using your car by the IRS is supposed to be at least 54 cents or 58 cents. So how the fuck are they getting away with only giving us fucking 30 cents or 40 cents?
Or going under by even 1 penny. Where do you get off going under the federal? That's every mile that people drive that they can claim. They're going to claim at 57.5 cents. You should not be able to pay under that.
Yeah,
because if you are, then you're scamming the government, both state and federal.
Yeah, because you're gonna apply to the government to get that 57 cents on your tax deduction, but yet you're only giving 40 cents. So you're collecting an extra 17 cents per mile from the government that you're not paying out. So yeah, it's kind of like,
I mean, it's odd. It wouldn't come on me or you. It would come on the company. They'd be like, dude, they just claimed that. Did they drive this many miles? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's how many they claim. So they did it right. But why are you guys only paying them?
I actually, hold on. I know I got it somewhere.
Going back to they're dropping is that the miles, the rate that you're talking about, Steve?
Yeah. Now if they move up front into your area, but like I was talking to Chris from Real Rideshare Stories, and you do. Well, I want that back. I'll take the deduction because with the upfront model, you see a map of the full round trip, where you're going, where you are, or the pickup, and you see how much it is, how many miles. And if you know your area like I do, all I need to see is 32.50. And I'll know right away, do I want that at this time of day to drive there for 32.50? It's really, I mean, it's something that just comes with time, but you start learning. And I'd much rather have that than try to do the math when I'm picking somebody up. Wait, what's this going to pay?
Yeah. See, I actually get a printout. I can get a printout of all the miles I did, exactly how many deliveries I did, how much credit card tips I did, all that shit.
Yeah. So you could also run Stride for free every time you work, and it keeps a map of a GPS track of everywhere you went.
Yeah. So let's see. How many deliveries did I do? Let's see. This was from beginning date of 1/1/21 to the end of 2022. or currently. So currently, so.
You know what? Maybe it is, Roy. Maybe they don't count your miles back.
It's possible. It's possible. Well, it says I did in 1 year's time, I did 900, almost 895 deliveries for Domino's.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? They don't count your miles back.
Well, like once he leaves the restaurant to the drop off, but once he's dropped off back to the restaurant, he's getting his employee pay.
Yeah.
So therefore, they are paying him for his time, but they're not paying him to come back to the. I don't know if that's a legal thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest with you.
I'm trying to think of anything it could be, because I would think the federal government would be like, yo, Uber, you cannot go under this rate.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to. I would assume you'd
or
have
we're
to pay
gonna or we're gonna take everything you got.
Yeah, you'd have to pay the government back. But I know Domino's has been sued by multiple places because of that, some of that shit that they were doing, the mileage issues.
I bet you it somehow weighs into the W-2 part.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's got to be
the fact that you're getting payment from them. They're only paying you to drive your car to and from. Not back.
I'm sure it's something.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I'm sure it's legal. Domino's isn't trying to cut a corner and go, I'm sure nobody's looking at what we're doing.
Well, I know. Like I said, they've been sued. They've lost multiple lawsuits. I know they lost the lawsuit in New York. They've lost one, I think, in Massachusetts because of the way they were doing their deliveries with drivers. Like, they lost a couple lawsuits for that. So the way they were paying their drivers, like kind of shady type shit. Like they were paying them per delivery, like instead of the mileage, they were paying them per delivery or some shit. It was some weird ass. You'd have to look them up. I looked them up to see what it was about. So, yeah, they've sued. They've lost several lawsuits, and I still think they have multiple lawsuits out there for that same shit.
So I wonder why. Here's a question: why do none of the food delivery people who don't do rideshare, just food delivery, use scooters more, or like mopeds or whatever you want to call them? I mean, like in Europe, it's like half and half cars, half scooters.
Yeah, right.
Well, they're not available. They're not available in every.
Shit.
You can walk, you can take a car, you can do whatever you want to Dash. So I mean, if you just need to select it. Like but why don't people optimize going and getting $1,000 scooter and crushing it? And I get bad weather. On the bad weather days, either you don't work or you use your car. But I mean, like in good weather days, why aren't you just taking a scooter?
Because you'll get fucking ran the fuck over here in Vegas. You try to people out here driving fucking retarded. You get ran over.
Yeah, but not only that, like not all scooters are available. Like say you live in the suburbs. Where are you gonna find a scooter out there? A lot of the times you'll.
I meant buying one.
Oh, buying one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, going out and buying a used Vespa or a whatever that has a flat rack on the back and can hold an entire Just Eats hot bag or a DoorDash hot bag.
Yeah, but the only other reason I would think that would be because it depends on your state driving laws. Like you'd have to have a motorcycle endorsement to ride a moped here. You're supposed to have a motorcycle endorsement.
Okay.
So that could have something to do with it as well.
I thought they limited it because mopeds don't go as fast as motorcycles, so it's a different. I don't know.
I think they're starting to change it because of the amount of accidents that have been happening.
Yeah, probably.
That people aren't following the rules of the road, so they're making them either take tests or get some type of endorsement on their license.
I mean, here we don't even have helmet laws, so.
Yeah, if you want to spread your dome all over the fucking concrete, feel free. Like,
a lot of times you'll be up in Evergreen or something, and the Hell's Angels roll in, and none of them have. There's
I've crashed my motorcycle 4 times, and I'm glad I had a lid on every time because my dome would be all over the fucking street.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Damn.
So, but I say if these gas prices keep going up, I made a joke. I'm going to be on horseback delivering Domino's. I'll go get me a fucking horse or something.
Right, but yeah. So like Matthew Wilson is saying, like scooter is way faster, e-bike is limited 25. Yeah, I'm not talking about e-bike, but like you said, scooter is way faster, and people in Europe use them all the time. And I guess my point was, you save a ton on gas. You'd get like 80 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Could you imagine like your whole city turns into like it'll look like Taiwan or Vietnam? Everybody on scooters, like
Yeah, but dude, the coolest thing about that is you can pull up on the sidewalk at a restaurant.
Yeah.
You don't have to go park. You
Yeah.
just pull right up to the front door and
Yeah, exactly.
And then a lot of these scooters, right? They're foldable. Like you can fold them once you're done with them. So
yeah,
like,
but I'm talking about the one like the hardcore ones with the hard back rack that can hold a hot bag. Like
He's talking like the Vespa types, like the old
Vespa.
school like the Vespa types.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about the e-bikes that kind of can fold up a little bit. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Yeah.
ones that are like you can't break them down at all.
Break
They're
them
just,
down. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I swear
like
to God,
you'd take it home, park it in your garage or whatever you do. And,
Yeah.
I'll go rent a fucking horse from one of the Hispanic guys over in my old neighborhood, man. I'll just be like, fuck these gas prices, dude. Fuck that noise, man. It's getting expensive. Man.
You should get a rickshaw.
How much are the gas prices right now?
Just for the video purpose of running a rickshaw.
How much are your gas prices in Colorado right now?
We're up about, I think we're around 325, 350. Depends where you go.
Yeah. I spent $388 last time I filled up.
Yeah, I mean that's way up for us. I mean, like whatever you guys were at before might have been like we were lower too then.
Yeah, we were. I think before Dum Dum got in office, we were at $2.30 or some shit. We were
right,
cheap.
and so like 189 to 215 is what I like.
Yeah,
that's pretty normal for
us.
Yeah,
if you need the premium gas, I think out here premium is running like $4.29. It's fucking raping you. So.
Yeah, premium out here in California ain't no joke. It's over $6 now.
Yeah, see, fuck all that, man.
I noticed the jump even from not just to 91 octane, but to 87.
87, yeah.
Like, because I like to put 87 in my RAV4. I don't like just putting 85 in, especially because it gets freezing out here and whatnot. And
well, your 85, your 85 is comparable to our 87 because we do 87, 89. We do 87, 80, 89, and 91. So I think you guys are what 85, 87, and 90 or something. I think something like that.
So we just allow more pollution.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that's how ours work. Ours work 87, 89, and 91. So I noticed that when I drove to Texas one year, I'm like, okay, 85, 87. I'm like, oh fuck, which one do I put in my car? Like, so it's like,
I just remember it's always the middle one, man. It's you don't. I mean, unless you have to, unless you're bargain hunting and you just got to that one tank. But like, you don't want to put the bottom in.
Yeah. Well, there's always it's good to run your car with the high octane every once in a while as well. Like, you know, if your car regularly takes 87, it ain't gonna hurt like once every couple months to throw a tank full of 91 in there and blow out your fucking carbons and shit. So that's a smart thing to do. That'll help keep your engine going a lot longer too, because it'll blow out the carbons that are built up. So
it's also like, I guess the other thing is that lately I have been putting 85 in my car, and it's winter. This is the time I normally don't, because that little gap isn't so little to 87 anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's not 2 cents more a gallon. It's like 6.
Yeah. Like out here, you can go up to the racetrack and you can get some 95 and 100 type shit put in your car. You want some racing gas, you go up there and get some racing gas in your shit.
There's also, you can also go to what is like any AutoZone or whatever, because there's that stuff that does that you can put when you put like a gallon or a tank of 91 in. Mm-hmm. You also put in before the tank. Yeah. Or you put, it's just like a plastic bottle. You peel it.
Exactly. I know what you're talking. It's like the Lucas type stuff.
But then it really blows out your system. Good. It's good.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you don't want to do it on a regular basis, because if your car is not made, let's say if your car is made for regular unleaded, and you start putting 91 in it too much, you're going to burn your valves, because it's going to run a lot hotter because it's a higher octane gas. Your engine's actually going to run hotter. So you don't want to do it too often. If you burn it in there too much, then you're going to burn your you're going to burn your shit up.
Right. So that's why I say if you have the Yugo, you don't need to do it.
Yeah. If you got the Yugo, you might as well just kick out the floorboard and fucking Flintstone that shit. Like, fuck it.
Dude, I think if you have a Yugo still, like, deck that thing out, rebuild it, because there are like none left, man.
You know? And that's funny, and I was saying something about the safety shit. Like, people are all bitching about the safety, and I look at some of these Ubers and Lyfts, and I'm thinking to myself, they look like ice cream trucks, man. They got the fucking lights on them. They got all this shit, and these are the same people that are complaining. Why don't you just put a divider if you're worried about your safety? you can afford all this fucking lights and ice cream truck look to your car, but you can't afford a divider. As I see, so that's when it comes to the safety shit. Like, if you can afford all that, you can afford to put a divider in your car if you're really worried about safety. You know,
and get it professionally done too, because because a lot of these drivers they'll put the divider themselves, and it looks like shit.
Like Dookie,
yeah.
I saw
even the one Lyft was selling. They weren't even during the height of the pandemic. Lyft was selling it.
Yeah,
was just you were just clamping it to the headrests. So it was really nothing more than just a basic sneeze guard because germs could go under, over, around the sides. There was no seal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like they were selling this to drivers and being like, "You're safe with this." Like, no, you're not.
Yeah. Or people were duct taping. People were duct taping shower curtains.
Yeah.
Duct taping the shower curtains and shit. And I'm thinking, like, if it's your business and if you're worried about safety in your business, you know, I think you can get some of those bulletproof dividers for like $600. They're not that outrageous, you know, and you could probably most likely get it installed when you purchase it from the company, you know. And so if you can spend $800 on a light kit to make your car look like an ice cream truck to pick up customers, why can't you put the $600 divider to save your life? You know what I'm saying? Like I am not fucking joking, bro. I was sitting out here smoking a cigarette. I saw this truck pull up. He had fucking neon lights across the top of his it was a Toyota Sienna van. He had them all the way around, and they were all going to like sequence and shit, like orders, changing colors. He had a whole under kit under his fucking car as well. The van had the whole under kit going. He had all these fucking little lights in his windows. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, Jesus Christ, you can't miss that fucking car. Like,
oh man, when I used to drive limos, our limos had everything, like the disco shows and the whole works. Dude.
got the mini pole in the back, so chick you like.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna sign off. I'll catch you guys later. Cool. All right, have a good day.
Man, thanks for coming in, bro.
All right, no problem. Have a good day, Steve. Take care.
Yeah. No problem, Cynthia. Yeah, it's good to blow out every once in a while. So if you put it in every few months, you know, higher octane, it'll help blow out shit.
So I got a question for anybody out there. Is I'm interviewing a guy who's the CEO and founder of FearCab, a new rideshare company that is coming out of 3 cities here, and I'm interviewing him today. So if you could ask a new rideshare company a question, what would it be? An emerging one that thinks they're going to take these giants on.
All right. You want to hold down? Can you see the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to hold it down? I'm going to smoke a cigarette and then I'm going to think of something because I have an idea of something I want to ask.
All right.
So I'm going to go smoke a cigarette real quick and I'll be right back. So you guys, if you got any questions, like put it in the chat so you can see what your question would be.
Hey Kyle, what's up? What's the why wouldn't you do an e-bike? I don't do enough delivery, you guys, to know, but I would think that, I mean, for me here in Denver, if the weather's nice, I would love to do an e-bike, you know, even that, because you can wear it, because a lot of those dash bags are I see William in here too, a lot of those dash bags are designed to go over your back, right? Like a backpack. I don't know if, because the e-bikes really don't have a place of storage, but that's why I think I'd go with like a, you know, just getting like an old Vespa, getting a used Vespa for like $600-700. But I mean, it wouldn't work for anything but delivery. But I would think for delivery, that'd be awesome. You know, what is it? 68 miles to the gallon or 70 miles to the gallon on a Vespa. Roxanne, what makes you different than your competition? Yeah, I'm going to ask him. I'm going to start off with actually the real rough ones and say, okay, before we even begin, you know, how does this work? How do people onboard? This isn't a system where people get bumped up or have a better place by recruiting friends, and I'm not going to use the word pyramid scheme, but that's what I'm alluding to. Because I need to know that right out of the gate, because I had an interview with Trip, and until they found out I told them I was going to, and I should have probably never said it, but I told them I was going to ask them everything about their company, and they canceled the interview about 2 hours before it. And this is about 3 months ago. So, and then it was about a month later that they got all the horrible publicity about scamming people. So transparency, absolutely, dude. That's gonna, I mean, William, that's gonna be like one of my first ones is like, are you showing everything up front and walking through the model and seeing like, how does this work? But my main thing is like, I've seen good companies come up against these rideshare companies. Like there was one in Austin, Texas that was great. And it was about to balloon into 5 other cities and it had to shut it down because, for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know what it was. It's just it's impossible to reach the level of these giants. In my opinion, you might be able to make one in one city if like you're so tied in that city. If you own a bunch of restaurants, bars, things where people gather, and you're well known and tied into that fabric, yeah, you might be able to make a rideshare company go in your area. But it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And how you expand to other cities where you're not well known and tied in, I have no idea. Without tons of venture capitalists and ghost funders and stuff, I don't see how even with them, I don't see how you do it. So I don't think they'd get involved in it. What up, Flex? Anything resembling a pyramid scheme. Yeah, I know. And that's what Trip was. That's what Trip did. I mean, they basically said, hey, they really made it. I don't know if any of you were around for it. It was Trip, TRYP. And I'm not kidding you. If you go look it up, I can't make this stuff up. Their logo is a pyramid and it says Trip in it. I can't even, you guys, I mean, like, I don't think people really noticed it, but I don't know. They did get quite a scam going though. It's like the original owners of Maestro. The original owners of Maestro were, they lost all of their money because they were embezzling money through it. And I did an interview with the new CEO and he kind of inherited just tons of problems. So that's why I tell everybody to use Para or use all the Middleton apps or, don't use Maestro. If you do, sorry. What up, Driven? What up, Tony? Salaries. You mean, William, are they W-2 employees? Is that what you're asking? Or is this going to be like a W-2, like an Alto ride type ride share? Alto rides, for those of you that don't know, are the SUVs in LA and Austin and soon to be moving to other cities that pay you like $22 an hour. You use their cars. Between every ride, a sanitizer comes down from the ceiling in the back seat, just a quick and it sanitizes the entire car. I don't know what that driver is breathing in those little bursts, but I have no idea. However, it's this whole thing. They're all white. They're all SUVs. They're all this. They all match. And you can always expect the same type of ride, but it's a W-2. Yeah, William, I'll ask him how much they'll be making. I don't know if I don't know how they'll have a model for how much they'll be making.
Okay, Mr. Flex is coming in. All right. What's up, Flex?
Yo, what up?
What's up, Flex?
What's going down?
My question would be for this new rideshare company guy, I would want to know what is going to be the difference in your service versus Uber and Lyft, because we already know Uber and Lyft is ingrained in people's heads. So what is he going to bring to the table that's going to entice people to come to his platform versus just using regular Uber and Lyft? That would be my question. What is going to be the difference in his service that's going to attract people to his service versus Uber and Lyft?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was, one of the things I'm going to say to him. I mean, I'm going to be very blunt, is that like, but like I just said, if you're going to try and start a rideshare company, obviously you're in a city where you're very tied in, because if you're not, it's not going to work out of the gate. You have to be very, very tied in to even try and compete with these people. but then how do you ever expand out of the one city? And it's one thing I did see, because it was hard to research anything about what they're doing, which is going to make it, I always find it's going to make it a little tougher on him with our interview, because I wasn't able to find much. So I might ask him a really hard question that might upset him. I think Flex is trying to like
Put boogers
hypnotize
in
me or
his skin.
something. But I did find one thing, and it was about 6 months old, and I know they've been raising money for a while and they're going to go through their Series A and stuff, but it was like they're going to allow you to favorite drivers, and a driver can have like a profile or something. So therefore, like if I have a ride and I favorite him, if that driver's working whenever I use the service, I think they'll tell him, hey, one of your preferred clients is requesting you.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that would mean with me, I'm going to tip you too. It doesn't just mean I'm going to, I don't know how their pricing works, but
Yeah, that would be the thing. Like because you can't like set the prices so high that you're not going to attract riders, because riders are used to paying those shitty ass Uber and Lyft prices. So you got to think: are people going to be willing to, if they can pick their own driver, are they going to be able to really be willing to pay that price to pick their own driver? And with right now with the financial situation of the country and everything, is that something that people are going to have disposable income to do? Is say I'll pay an extra $10 if I get to pick my driver, that type of situation.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an extra pay. I'm curious to know, can you share it? Can you share, hey, this is my driver profile on FearCab? Yeah. Because if I could do that, I know a lot of people I could share it to that go out all the time, that do things, that would love to have a good driver who I trust as passengers. But friends, at that time, whatever.
But at that same time, at that point, do you start to blur the line between a limo type service where you're being able to pick drivers and pick this versus a rideshare situation? I think you're starting to blur the line there too.
Yeah, I know that I would share it to probably 50 people here in Denver that are, first of all, are all in the bar industry, and they all know how to tip. So if they need rides, I'll give them rides any day of the week.
So that's the thing. You just be blurring the line between. Now you're looking at a private car service because they're being able to pick, the drivers versus a rideshare situation. Like,
well, maybe that's why you have to favorite them first.
Yeah.
Because you're still blindly getting assigned one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll look through these and see if anybody had any other good ones.
And it'd be also interesting to see if they're going to, especially because safety is such a big, that's such a big fucking thing on people's mind when it comes to passengers and drivers. So I would think it would be a smart thing is maybe start vetting the passengers. That would definitely attract more drivers if you're a driver. You know what I'm saying?
They'll never vet the passengers.
Well, that's why I'm saying that would be something that because they're gonna have to set themselves apart somehow from Uber and Lyft. They're gonna have to do.
Oh yeah.
So, and because they're just that those two names are so ingrained in people's heads right now that it's going to be hard to start a new company. I know right now we got these new. They just started the new driverless cabs here in Vegas. So they got those. They got those going on now. So it'll be interesting to see how those work out. Autonomous cabs.
Yeah. I just got an awesome offer from Curry. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but and I got a while to do it too.
Nice.
Look at that.
What was it? God damn. Does that say 500? 50 bucks.
$50 for 12 miles.
Oh, god damn. What are you taking? What is it? What kind of delivery?
It says special. It usually says in the notes, it just says drop off at front desk. Drop off what?
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it says it's 11 here now. It says pick up by 1, deliver by 4.
Oh god damn, you got all day.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like a lot of these are hot shot runs. It says now, But like this one's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's
they
like
just
5
started
miles
that.
from my house. You know,
Good one.
Nice. Maybe I should sign up for that app. What the fuck?
I just sit here and pick them off all day, man. I have it on where it bounces right up and I grab them. You know,
Nice.
so
Roy,
yeah,
you
that's
ever
the only
try Papa
thing.
John's?
what's that?
You ever try Papa John's?
Choppa John's?
Papa John's. Papa
Oh,
John's.
Papa John's?
Yeah.
What about Papa John's?
I said, Roy, you ever try Papa John's?
Oh,
No, I don't. No.
Loyal fucking
Sorry.
Domino's. Domino's
Versus
loyalty.
Domino's?
Is my
Oh.
mic fucked up?
No. No, I'm just saying. You said something about Papa John's. I'm like, what about Papa John's? Like, try working
No, I
for
said,
Papa
you ever
John's?
tried delivering for those motherfuckers?
No.
We got you.
I don't know if I could because that might be a conflict of interest.
That's why That's why I was trying to see if you could see if you sign up. Be like, yo, I work for these fuckers as well. See what they say.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
Just
but
kind of
what-
find.
I
See
mean,
who gives me
would
more
it be-
deliveries.
But would it be? I mean, because it's not like you're signing a non-compete when you go to Domino's,
Yeah, I don't know. I did do Jimmy John's too before. So.
right? I don't know. I would think that at that point they just need to offer you more hours. Like, hey, I'm going to pick up some shifts at Papa John's. Oh, wait, we'll get you more hours.
Well, the hours really no big deal. The Monday through Friday I work for 4 to 10s. That works well as far as
Okay, so you
make
got the
sure
schedule you want.
in my schedule that
Chinese food are busy.
anything I have to take care of. So that works. In the morning time, like when I do my DoorDash, like I was doing Jimmy John, so I didn't have to worry about DoorDash because I did Jimmy John.
Is Chinese places busy by you?
No. That's the thing. You guys see me, on my, I get dookie orders. It's not, I don't get these bomb ass $80 orders you guys get. So the highest order I've ever gotten was a PetSmart. PetSmart seems to pay
the
well.
only reason you see that is because we cherry pick and we don't take bullshit. So the orders that we do take, they're going to be a decent size order, decent payout. So
I can cherry pick all day too. I sat there
that's
for
what
2
we fucking
hours.
trying to tell you. Like, just keep the fucking thing open until you get a fucking decent
Okay.
order.
Okay. Well, here I did that. I did that this whole last week. I sat there for 2 hours. I got one delivery that was $8.
This morning I opened up the fucking thing like 6 something a.m. I didn't take my first order till I started the my stream till like fucking 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I didn't catch my first delivery.
But I only have the specific time frame in which I can work because I go to my W-2 job. So within that time frame,
I mean on the days that you don't have your W-2 job.
Well, that's the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Fuck all that.
So I got to ask Jim Jones this. They are going hard on autonomous cars here.
Where?
Well, that's not autonomous cars that do anything.
Well, that's the weekend. I think that's San Francisco. Like I said, they just started.
Well, they're just
this weekend they started the autonomous taxis here.
Yeah, right.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, it's that's Altiva or whatever it is from the sister company of Lyft, started in Vegas. But aren't they only using the service roads and?
Yeah, this weekend they started. I don't know. I didn't really read into the story much.
Oh, it's called Altiva, I think.
Yeah, I didn't really read into the story much.
Yeah, I think they're only allowed to use like the service roads behind the casinos.
But aren't they only using the service?
What up, Carl?
I don't know. I didn't really read into. Somebody listen to the stream in the background.
Who's fucking Wesley?
Oh, it's Wesley. Was he watching on his TV?
He's watching it on the TV, yeah.
Service roads behind the casinos.
And laughing his ass off.
Wesley, put on headphones.
Wait till he hears it.
Somebody listen to the stream in the background.
Wesley.
Yeah.
Wesley, was he watching on his TV?
I turned it down. My bad. Yeah, I'm laughing, Flex, because of my name. I just was messing around. Yeah, I'm sure you get it. Yeah.
Listen, you guys gotta quit picking on fucking Pedro, man. Jesus.
Who's picking on Pedro?
Fucking Wesley over there mocking his name.
Um,
I just was messing around.
somebody's picking on Pedro.
Yeah, I'm sure you get it.
Is a 30-second delay? No. Yeah, is a 30-second
Yeah,
delay.
you just like I like how every time he's in the live stream, it said "Mr. Bet on yourself." So I'm like, okay, Mr. Don't bet on yourself, or yeah, just,
Well, that's his thing, though. That's his thing,
You,
bro.
you know the 30-second
yeah, I
delay.
couldn't resist. I
The
thought,
30-second delay is
just
kind
show
of
up
funny
there.
though, because what if we saw like the Scream Killer come up?
No.
behind him?
Actually, there is no delay. I fucked up. No. There shouldn't be any delay. StreamYard doesn't have a delay usually. It's my Mevo cam that has like a 30-second delay.
Yeah.
We hear Wesley scream, and then we're like 30 seconds later, oh shit, somebody's strangling him.
I'm like eating the bagel my wife made me.
What are you eating, bro? What you eating? What do you got there? Pizza, cookies?
Wesley scream, and then we're like 30 seconds later, oh shit, somebody's
I think he was stuffing his face with brownies.
What's up, 2020? But yeah, so that's the only thing with the ride share. You just gotta figure out how to separate yourself apart.
She made me like a bagel with like butter about just like a little breakfast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Jim Jones, you're talking about the Waymo cars running around, huh?
Oh, special brownies.
In the Bay Area,
I don't do that anymore.
maybe even some bolts, I think, but
She made me like a bagel with like.
those are
Nah,
just
that's the way. That's the way he hears us, Driven Dad.
Yeah, Jim Jones, you're talking about the Waymo.
This is the delay.
Yeah, he
That's
does
got
have a
it's got a
delay.
serious delay on it.
Wesley, what you should do
Is
mute
put
the
headphones
TV,
on.
mute the TV, and on your phone, just fucking raise the volume so you can hear us live.
This is the delay.
On the phone that you're streaming off, that you connected to, just turn on the volume a little bit so you can hear us. But mute the TV. On your phone, just fucking raise the volume so you can hear us live.
Okay.
See,
There
that was
you go.
about 30 seconds behind, dude.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Can you hear us? Don't listen to us on the television. Listen to us on your phone because that's the way it's connected.
Just my,
30 seconds behind, dude.
I'm
You gotta wait till.
Mic check 1 2. Can you hear us? Don't listen to us on the
Watch
television.
this shit.
Listen to us on your phone.
Okay.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Can you hear us on your telephone?
Hey Wesley, you got a big ass spider on the wall behind you. Let's see if he hears it.
Dude.
Mic check 1 2. Earbuds.
See how long it takes him to hear that.
Microphone check.
Is that a good night?
Wesley
I think
Snipes.
Hey Wesley, you got a big ass spider on the wall behind you.
There's no spider there.
Oh, wow. He was fucking with you, Wesley.
Yeah, he said called that a lot.
Oh shit.
Like in middle school, a lot. Actually, yeah, I don't. People nowadays don't call me that because they're too young. Like I used to get called that a lot, like a lot. So I don't get called that much anymore. Like 'cause I was in middle school, like 98, 99. It was like Wesley Snipes. Like because that was
Mr.
when Blade
Mr.
came
Short
out
Bus.
when I was in middle school.
Oh, they used to fucking call you that for real?
Minute.
Oh, I didn't know that. My
You can
bad.
call who what?
He just said it. So people used to call him out
Mr.
in
Short Bus.
high school and shit.
Oh, yeah, he was saying he was bullied a lot in high school.
Oh, they used to fucking call you that for real?
Oh yeah, Wesley Snipes. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I was.
He's talking to himself in the rewind.
He just said it. Wes, you got a fucking big ass delay. You need to mute that shit on that big ass TV that you're watching.
Yeah, it was actually kind of bad. I made a vlog about it.
It's like we're sending smoke signals to him. It's like you gotta wait for him to get to him.
Wes,
Smoke
you
signal.
got a fucking big ass delay. You need to mute that shit on
big ass TV.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I muted the TV flex because I have you guys and my wife talking to me. I was getting confused. I muted the TV. Okay,
I got you.
and then I'll turn up my phone.
No, because we could still hear ourselves, and we could
Oh, my bad.
see we heard the delay because by the time like we would say something like Roy said, "Hey, there's a spider on your fucking wall," and you know what I mean, and then you only turned back and looked at the fucking wall like 30 seconds later because that motherfucker got you by then
Don't
already.
bring the spider here. Stop.
You're Natalie. They're joking, dude.
You good, bro? You good? Yeah, we're all fucking with you.
We're just playing with you, man. You know it's all good.
I mean, if it's your wife talking to you, you should probably mute us.
Background flex. It looks like bricks.
It would be a 30-second delay when she slaps you upside the head with a frying pan for not listening.
or comes behind you in the Scream outfit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You hear a doing. What the fuck was that? And then all of a sudden, 30 seconds later, Wesley. Fucking damn.
My app's fucking up. Slowing down. So yeah, the S tab is only Verizon right now. It's still
really?
coming for AT&T and T-Mobile.
Yeah.
What's the S
The
tab?
Samsung S tab.
Oh, it's a
no,
new
S8.
tablet. Okay.
Yeah,
the
tablet
tablet.
S8. I wouldn't mind getting the. It's kind of, I guess, like this computer. Shut.
You know,
Tablet.
why shouldn't there be? You know, every channel should have Amazon links. They're free. Amazon makes the same money anyway. Why doesn't everybody go out there today and create Amazon links of products they like and put them in their profile?
And what does that do?
It pays you.
Yeah, but
it's a referral link.
Yeah, but then some channels they'll be accused of putting fucking negative fucking products on their fucking shit.
Well,
And
it'll
6
just
months
be like my
yeah.
here's an example. I know.
Be careful.
Be
careful what you put on there.
Right, but Kim's Side Money, she puts all the things she uses to do her work with, and that she uses that she thinks is a good product. And if you click that, she makes money on it, but it costs you the same as it would on Amazon anyway.
Oh, no
Yeah,
shit.
I don't know anything about that, Steve.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know.
I mean,
Well, I don't want to put anything on my channel, bro, because I get called. Then 6 months later, everybody else will say that you know how that goes. Because I'm negative and I'm this and that, and then other people 6 months down the road will start saying the same shit I've been saying.
Are they saying anything about your website that you have about selling bracelets? It's like the same shit, basically.
No, I don't think anybody said anything bad
That's
about
what
my
I'm saying.
bracelets.
I mean, well, if
Yeah, I
they
mean, it's
say something, that means
a
they're just
referral
fucking
link.
trolling. They're just trolling, fucking pulling your fucking leg, bro. Fuck them.
No, it's not that. No, this is not the shit I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, I don't know. Remember when I changed my name to Roy is Toxic?
Yeah.
Okay, we had multiple channels out there saying that Roy only spreads negativity. Everything Roy talks about is negative. So when I was saying,
it
people
was probably just at the time you were probably just saying some negative things about like certain things. I don't know exactly what it was, and they probably just like, hey, let me just make a video about that because that's what the topic was.
No, it's because I've been saying the same shit from day one when I had my channel. People need to take personal responsibility. They need to quit blaming the apps for every fucking thing. They need to quit whining and crying. They don't like it. Find something else to do. That was told back then when I was saying it, that I'm just being negative and I'm being toxic towards the community. Now we have people saying up to this day, last night or previous, like over the last last week or so, people are starting to say the same shit I said back then, and people are agreeing with them and thinking that they're the almighty now because they're saying it. They're not toxic, but I was toxic when I was saying it. And then you had other channels saying,
It all depends what kind of topic and what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, I just said
what the fuck. Is your mic working? Because I just said what the fuck I was talking about. I said the shit about gig workers not fucking, stepping up to the plate, taking responsibility, complaining about the app.
What do we take? What kind of responsibility, boy?
taking personal responsibility for your fucking life and these apps and your choices that you make. If the apps do not work for you, if you're in a market and you cannot make enough money to pay your bills with these apps, find something else to do. I was told when I told people that I was toxic. Other people are saying it now that aren't toxic. They're being agreed with. Oh,
No, it's just some people like to go on here and that's the way they fume. They fucking express themselves on the instead of fucking going and punching a hole in your fucking wall. You could just just fume on the fucking internet. Express yourself.
No. What pisses me off is when I said something back in the days, I was considered a toxic person by other gig YouTubers and other people in their little cliques that they have. But now that their little
cliques,
best friend,
it's about your community, Roy. It's about who watches you, man. Like none of us think about that shit. It's all about agreeing, disagreeing, and if somebody
because nobody else was
like for instance, Wesley saying, "Mister, don't bet on you," or that one guy that fucking made like consistently was like supposedly making fucking videos about Pedro, right? Like that type of shit. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, let me tell you something, Flex. Let's say you have 12,000 subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you sit there and say there are certain channels out there that all they do is push negativity, nothing they say I agree with, blah 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 blah. How many people you think are going to go to that channel that you're talking about?
Are you a part of that channel?
Yeah, let's say it's my channel. Let's say you have 12,000 followers. You're making a comment about my channel being negative, toxic. I don't go to his channel anymore. I don't watch his content anymore. How many of your 12,000 subscribers are going to come to my channel?
Who fucking knows? I don't control them. If that's the case, if you're a big channel and you're mentioning somebody, then most likely you're gonna fucking gain somebody. You know what I gained from that?
You know what I gained from other channels?
2 subscribers since I came on.
Look
you know what I gained
now,
from that?
right?
Again, and I don't even promote my shit. You never hear me say, "Hey, subscribe to me. Hey, please like my shit." Never.
But you and I were doing it for Tremaine last night.
Somebody chooses to continuously watch my dumbass just drive around and make my money, not their money. You get what I'm saying? They just like to hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
If they hear me bitch one day, that's me bitching. I'm being an asshole. I'm being a douchebag. Someday I'm all happy. I'm fucking 0 items, 2 miles, 975. I like that.
No, when you talk about other channels and when you have a large subscriber base and you tell your subscribers that you choose not to go to certain people's channel anymore because of their negativity, this and that, you cost that person possible subscribers because you're putting your personal beliefs onto your subscribers. Your subscribers are not going to go to that person's channel. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to because you're urging them. You're urging them not to.
That's it. That's it. I'm unsubscribing. Gig said, "Oh, gee."
He's just trying to wreck the fact. I just found Roy hit 590. He's 10 from 600, guys. If you're not sub. There, listen, I just did it.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they're not watching.
That's what I'm saying. You can't sit there and you can't call other channels a toxic, negative because of something they said 6 months ago. You choose to say now, and now you're the king. Everybody agrees with you because people were brought to my channel to say negative shit in my comments because other channels were out there saying, "Oh, this guy's negative. All he does is negative content." But now you're saying the same shit I was saying back then when you were calling me toxic.
No, I think everyone comes to because you criticize everything.
I criticize everything because I criticize everything based on my experience and knowledge of what I've done in the gig world because I've been doing it, like I said, for over 6 years.
Like he said, at the same time, they go to your channel. Everybody goes to your channel. Well, let me see. Let me fucking refresh this shit. Let me see how many people fucking watching us.
There's 28 according to this.
28.
Everybody
on
comes to my channel.
On a Monday morning.
28.
On a Monday morning, no less.
How many fucking how many subs you have? 500 something, right?
90. I just looked.
590.
590. I have 2020 something. On a regular base, I got like fucking 6-7 people, maybe sometimes less, like hanging out watching.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people come in my room to like hide out and to see who I'm talking shit about, so they can run and go.
That's what I'm saying, because you just said it. Who I'm talking shit about.
You know what though, too? I think Roy, but I think it takes people a few times coming here before they want to jump into the comments. But they do watch it. They're watching it. They want to say something, but they're like, "Damn, I don't want to get torn apart." But they want to watch it.
Just like the same.
But after they come a few times, they feel a little more comfortable, and then they make a comment.
Yeah. Well, but he said torn apart. That was good. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy how one content creator can say say something and then nobody agrees with it. Then 6 months later, everybody agrees with it. It's just ridiculous to me. Like, you guys have all my subscribers have been loyal from day one. That's one thing I can say. The 500 I do have, they're loyal, so I can say that. They don't waver.
So Omer said, "That's funny. I'm unsubscribing." And then Tony says, "I just unsubscribed. Just kidding." So if it's too short, it was you guys though, and you weren't kidding.
Yeah, right. If anything, you gained 3 subscribers from last night. I gained 3 subscribers from last night. How did I gain 3 subscribers? Roy will make you cry. I did make one of my. I found out like a couple of weeks ago. I made one of my managers at work cry.
What'd you do? Fucking punch him in a gut?
Because I go off on my managers when they do stupid shit, so I will go off on one. And I found out, she said, "Yeah, you made me cry." This when I ran in the bathroom and cried. I'm like, oops, I didn't even apologize. I don't care. Like if it's
management isn't a good position for people that will cry over anything.
Yeah, I've seen grown dudes almost cry at UPS. They're under so much pressure. It's insane.
Yeah, but I mean by their own people. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a manager, of people, those people should never be able to bring you to tears with their words.
Yeah, I've seen.
I'm ruthless.
I mean, I used to in the bar. I used to have for all the years I did it. I had a policy where once it got heated, I said, okay, and I didn't care if they had a shift. I'd fill it. I said 20. Give me 24 hours. I need 24 hours to digest. Think about this, and then I want you to come. And I'd make it the same time. If it was 3 p.m., I'd say come back tomorrow at 3. If you're not here, I figure you don't want to work here anymore. If you are here, we'll talk about this, but we're not talking about it today. Get out.
Yeah. The biggest thing I run into with management, like at my job, is just the respect level. Like, I understand you're a manager, and I know I can, I know you're a manager, but at the same time, you can't treat people like kids.
Right.
You still got to talk to people.
But you can't let them get to be too far like kids either, where they're screaming and causing an issue in the restaurant. You're like, dude,
yeah,
it's kind of for both of you guys. Like, hey, time to cool off. Yeah,
but see, that's the thing. I'm not the type that like don't bark orders at me. Like, I'm a grown man.
Oh, right.
If you want something done, you can ask me. Don't bark at me and tell me to do shit, especially if it's not in my job description. Don't bark at me to do shit.
I'm talking about more people who would like show up 2 hours late on a Friday.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I thought I was on at 6, and I knew damn well they knew it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'd be like, dude, I called you 4 times. You have a cell phone. Come on, like where are we at here?
Well,
and then if they start going, well, screw that, Steve. Like I got my other shifts at my other job. Blah blah. I'd be like, then go work there. And then if it kept getting heated, that's when I'd be like, yo. Tomorrow, same time, let's meet. And it was a chance to save their jobs, is what it was. Not save it, but it was a chance to come in and just say, hey, we got heated yesterday. And I always said the same thing back. I'd say, me too. But I wouldn't have got heated on you if you didn't come in aggressively at me. But I always was easy on people as long as they were somewhat. I mean, as long as they knew how to step back, because in that industry, you can get people who get pretty hot. I mean, when I had a manager shift, I'd be pissed because I could make 3 times as much as a bartender as doing bartending. So the management shift sounded great when they gave them to me. But then once I realized a management shift meant, oh, I'm just being paid hourly and this sucks. You know?
And you got to deal with all the
Right. And then
drama.
and I'm responsible for everything too. Like I'd rather just be behind the bar.
Yeah, and you got to deal with all the drama and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But my whole thing when it comes to managing is just talk to me with respect. You know, I'm a grown man. I give you the respect of your management position. You can at least give me the respect. You know, don't bark at me. If you want me to do something, you can ask. You know, you just don't turn around and say, or you know, you're yelling at me for something that's out of my control. That's one thing I can't stand. You know, like I've been yelled at. Like their backs will be turned to you making food, and they're yelling at you to do something. They don't even know what you're doing. So why are you yelling at me if you don't even know what I'm doing to do something else? You know? So that's the kind of shit that I don't like. You know.
Frustration and lack of leadership.
Yeah.
That's what
it's just, in order for your employees to respect you as a manager, you got to respect your employees.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of new managers nowadays, they don't respect their employees. They get that big ass head syndrome. Oh, I'm the boss now, bitches. You will do what I say. Yeah. Well, there's some of us out there that don't do that.
No, I was actually the opposite. I was the guy I was behind the bar so much that I knew about all the disgusting things nobody ever cleaned. So but I'd tell somebody, like if it was dead for 2 hours and they came in, I'd be like, hey man, we need to clean the bottom of this. But I'd say and I would do it with him. You know what I mean? I'd be like, nobody ever cleans this. Look how it's all Coke syrup all the way on the bottom of the bar. We got to get this off. And just take on a job that nobody had taken on in like a year. You know? Just things that when you're back there, you notice them. Like you touch something, you're like, oh, and you look and it's just syrup everywhere or something nasty or
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel you on that.
I would never, ever in that industry tell somebody to do something that I wouldn't do myself if I didn't have the time to do it.
Yeah. Let's see. My car, my rules. I'm the manager, my rules. No, it's not your rules. It's not your car. It's your car, but it's not your rules. So don't want to hear that. Don't come in here with that false sense of empowerment because it's your car, but it's not your rules.
What the rules are we talking about?
Well, it's his cars, it's his rules, but he could be deactivated after the trip.
Yeah, you could.
It is your car, it is your rules, but the outcome might might not be what you expect.
Yeah, you put down their joke, right? Yeah, exactly. But that's the limited control thing we agreed upon. That's it. But see, I love to antagonize people too. What?
You wanna let that go on?
Yes.
You wanna read your chat?
Yes, because if that person wants to share their opinion, and that's up to them.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm talking about the username.
Yeah, I see that.
All right.
It does. Whoa. Crazy, dude. You got 595 subs.
Yeah, I see that. That's growing up.
Well, 5 more, guys. 5 more.
Let's see.
Show 10.
We all have rules at gig work. We are independent contractors. I'd say otherwise you're just scared to bet on yourself. I don't. I don't know what you... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even want to say the name, the mock on Pedro name, but it says that we have all the rules in gig work. We are independent contractors. Yeah, look how that's playing out right now in Washington State. They struck a deal with the Teamsters Union 717. I mean, that's not going to be a pretty deal. That's going to be floor payments for everybody.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be an independent contractor than have that, you know.
Right. Yes, I'm sure you guys know that.
We have all the rules in gig work. No, you don't. That's a false statement. You have very limited control on any app that you choose to work. Very limited. So.
Yeah, I mean, No, it's more. I think maybe he meant we know all the rules because each company has its TOS that none of us read.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, but the crazy part is if people actually read the TOS, do you think they would even follow it still? They still wouldn't follow it.
No, you know the nice thing is every time I get the chance, I always try and whenever I'm talking with Gary, I always try and get him to kind of break down some TOS stuff because he actually reads every update that comes out, Gary Middleton. And and he can almost quote it. So it's like tell people what they need to know about the new TOS, and he'll be like, not much. This, and this change. This was a big change. It's like in 2 minutes he can explain it. So
yeah,
I'm not going to read it since Gary does.
But yeah, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You can follow every rule in the TOS to the fucking dot. You could follow it to the dot, and motherfuckers will still fucking get deactivated for no reason. So it doesn't matter what that's what I say when there's no control. You can wake up one morning and your shit's done. You're done. There's no control there for you.
Yeah, see, you live in the St. Louis area, and you the shootings. Yeah, I mean, we have that in parts of Denver, but I'm originally from Michigan, and all my family dwells from Detroit and Lansing, and that's pretty two hard murder capitals too.
Yeah, he's just playing off what Pedro says on his stuff where he's from. I really wish when people I'm cool. I'm cool with leaving the name like it is, and there's no reason to put these dumbass names. If you got a seriously issue or you want to express your opinion, come in as your real self. There's no reason to do these stupid corny names. If you want to do the corny name, fine. You want to play off Pedro, fine. That's fine and dandy. But because I do give the open forum. But if you really have a gripe about something or you really have an issue with somebody, feel free to come in as yourself and speak like a normal human being. We don't have to play the games all the fucking time.
Hey, Ashley, look. She's from Michigan too. She just said.
She said I went to pee at 11:30 and 11:35. I was deactivated 5 years ago. God damn, really, dude?
Pedro Colin. He just switched his name.
Yeah, I see that. Or that's why you got multiple subscribers. Somebody is.
I mean, I don't know who you are, but I'm just my thing is it sounds like either you maybe have a question for Pedro that he's never answered or something. Maybe you should call yourself Pedro. I have a question. He'll probably get around to you and answer it, or maybe approach him or something. Because, I mean, it's real easy. If you don't like Pedro, don't listen to him. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. If you don't like somebody, don't listen to him.
But also you got some the people that create these people like this guy right here are the content creator themselves. Because when they start to get that mindset that whatever they're spewing out of their mouth is the one and only thing that should be said, and they get that big ass head syndrome. That's what creates people like this right here. Is that when you come on here and you actually do a video on safety, and this I should have rubbed you a little bit wrong, Steve. When somebody comes on there and says, oh, I'm the only one doing videos like this on safety, that kind of shit is also rubs me wrong, because that you're trying to sit there and say that you are the one that has said this and you're the only one that said this. When me and Steve did a live stream just like this about safety not more than 2 months prior. So that's what creates people like this.
You know what?
That kind of shit.
You know what? Actually, too, I was gonna say I almost forgot about this, Roy. Is that like you and I had a specific point in that conversation where we were talking about know your surroundings and body language and all this. I actually saw a couple of people put out things on body language like 2 weeks ago. I was like,
yeah, exactly.
We went through that whole thing, man.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the kind of shit that creates people like this. and makes people mock you is because you say these kind of things. And people pay attention to that shit. Like, it's just, it's just crazy to me. Yeah, we did a fucking video, like a live stream 2 months prior about all this safety shit. But yeah, I see videos saying, "Oh, I'm the only one doing talking about this kind of safety stuff on my videos." I'm like, come on, like it just, I don't know, it just doesn't make you look very good,
Unless you take it from a different view or something, or expand on it, or it's a short video and you want to get a message out. I'm okay with all that kind of stuff, but if you're if you're just trolling through old interviews and stuff and claiming and then going, "Oh, I'm going to work with that." That ain't right.
Well, when you state the same thing in your safety videos that we stated no less than 2 months ago, and I've stated in multiple videos months and years ago, and then you're coming out and touting I'm the only one that's done this. Yeah, that rubs people the wrong way. That's that's ignorant.
Well, I mean, I can tell everybody, go listen to my audio podcast. You'll hear 30 of them on safety.
Yeah.
There's no short of safety videos on there.
Yeah, exactly. That's just where it kind of makes you look bad, in my opinion, when you come on and say stuff like that. That's like somebody trying to come on and say, you got Flex here who does 8-12-hour live streams driving all day, and then you got somebody else that has their channel. They come on, yeah, I'm the only one that drives 12 hours a day in live streams. That's the kind of fucking shit, that type of shit.
No, but see, that wouldn't rub me the wrong way, because people know.
Sure. Well, yeah, there's a certain amount of people know. Yeah, my 500 subscribers that I have know that when somebody says that's talking shit. But when you have an influence over 18,000 people and you're saying shit like that, you're influencing a lot more people to believe that bullshit.
Those people will point them out like, "Yo, motherfucker, no, you're not the only one," or like, "No,
but they don't.
You're
that's
not
the problem.
They spoke about this."
But that's the problem. They don't point it out to him. They don't point it out to these people.
So fuck them, bro. Who cares? Bro, who cares? So you shouldn't worry about that. I don't know why that bothers.
No, I do worry about it because once again, I'm about the community, bro. I've always said I'm about the video,
and he's saying like I'm the only one that's talking about it. Who fucking cares? Let him fucking keep talking. It's his fucking content. Maybe that's how he fucking makes money, bro. Like just putting out videos. He's got no fucking other videos to make. Who cares, bro? At that point, he's got the subscriber base. Any video the gentleman puts out, he's gonna make money off it, and that's now like anything we do nowadays. It's all about the fucking money. Everybody that's out there doing shit, it's all about the money. Unless you're fucking rich as fucking, money is falling out of your fucking pocket.
I don't do my YouTube channel for money. I've never done my YouTube channel for money.
I'm just saying everybody that doing shit, everybody's working, at the end of the day everything's about money.
But also
if he's making money off videos, and he's putting out content for his fucking audience, and you know what I mean, like
yeah, but don't lie to your fucking audience. Don't lie to them.
And if he fucks up and lies to his audience, they'll fucking point it out to him.
But see, they don't point it out to him. That's the problem. They don't.
Then you make a video about it and you load it up online and people fucking see it. It's an open world, bro. Like we're speaking on it right now. Like I'm sure.
Yeah, I've spoken on it. I've spoken on it a lot. I spoke on it a lot. And that's what happens.
That's why I don't really watch anybody's shit, bro. I don't really watch anybody's shit.
And that's what happens, bro. When I speak on,
I'll click on the video. I'll watch it.
But see, that's the problem I have, bro. When I speak on it and people say speak on it, and I speak on it, I get told I'm a toxic person. I'm a negative person. When all I'm doing is pointing out the fucking truth. But I'm a toxic, negative person. See, that's what people say about me. All he does is talk negative. All he does is pick on other people. No, I'm just telling you the fucking truth of what I see on other people's shit. But see, that makes me the toxic person. But when that person goes around and does the same shit that I'm doing, they're not toxic, right?
Brother, to them it is. Like, for instance, like seeing like names like that in the chat is kind of toxic to me. You know what I mean? Maybe not toxic to you, but a little toxic to me. Everybody's different.
But why is
Everybody's
it
different,
toxic?
bro.
But why is it toxic to you? It doesn't affect you.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't affect you, bro. How does it affect you?
But see, but it affects you. But see, I've always been an open content creator. I've always allowed people to come in my room and share their opinions, regardless whether it's a good opinion, a bad opinion. It's about me. It's about other people.
That's
I've
what I'm
always
saying.
given
Like,
people
if
that
you're
right to
saying
do
like
it.
they're not spreading, they're talking shit. It's their opinion. Like, they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're
it's the
entitled to
same
share their
thing.
opinion.
It's the same thing. Like, you know,
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing when you come on and make a video saying something that you know is blatantly false. That is not the same thing as allowing somebody to come on and share their own opinions. That's not the same thing. It's not the same. If I allow you to come in,
I was talking about where people say like you're toxic and shit, blah 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 blah, or like maybe you're a little too negative for them. That's what I was talking about. Like,
but
like
how
they
am
could
I too
express
negative?
themselves, and if they choose not to fucking either come hang out or listen to you or perhaps subscribe, it's their choice. You know,
But see,
you can't really
but
fucking
see,
yo,
but
you better fucking
but
hit the
see,
button.
But you're basing my negativity and my toxicness off things I have said in the past, which you are now saying here in the future, and you're thinking it's okay to say.
Again, I don't know what the topic was and what exactly what it was. Maybe from the time what it was till the time now, the things have changed. Maybe the things have changed in the app. Just like that's the girl Jen. She was all about the Instacart. Like, again, I'm just saying that's how everybody was saying. She's all about the Instacart, and then she doesn't like it, and she talks about all that trash, but she still keeps the videos that makes her money.
Yeah.
And then she brings up the fucking big giant fucking ginormous fucking microphones for no fucking reason, like being fucking childish.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean to me that's a good example, man. That was a level that was taken to a level where she can put out any videos she wants, and I'm fine with that. I'd have no beef at all. But when it came to attacking Hannibal, that becomes weird, especially when there's no reason at all. She just did it because.
And she brought him some I believe some viewers or whatever when she brought his fucking name up or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't ever think she used his name in the video.
Oh, she did.
But I'm sure it went in a good way and in a negative way in some way. You get what I'm saying?
She showed his picture.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, she did. I don't remember. It's been a minute. I don't remember.
BMG gang. I call it the BMG
Yeah, Big Mike gang. She said his name. Okay.
Big
yeah,
microphone gang.
I don't know.
I mean, I got a mic. I guess it's just as big.
I think it's because Roy, it started off as she was alluding to somebody, and she just kept alluding, but she would never pointed the finger. And you're like, okay, at least she's just alluding. And then all of a sudden, she was just like Hannibal. It was like, what? You went this far to just then to finally decide to dig into him? Yeah. Like she was. I thought like she was putting out a point I didn't agree with, but she was doing it in a way at first where it was like she wasn't picking on anybody. So I have nothing to say about it. But as soon as she does the Hannibal, then same thing if she had done you or Flex or something like that, then I feel the same way.
Does that work for a big BMG?
Yeah. Yeah.
It sits on a table. It's not. It doesn't hang.
Yeah.
It's not a hanging mic.
No.
It's a standing mic.
No, those are good.
I can't whip my big mic out on YouTube. It'll get demonetized. So. It'll get age restricted. How that?
You got to get to that fucking shit first.
Maybe it would work on Pornhub, but it won't work here. But no. But it is what it is, man. I just think it's I don't know. I don't see this gig shit getting any better anytime soon.
No, you were talking about a good gig the other day, though, Roy. You were talking about just starting an OnlyFans and having sex on it with your significant
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a way to
yeah,
make money.
let's
a
fucking
great
face it.
That's
It's
a great way to make
honestly, it's a good idea when you think
if
about
you're
it.
if you're okay with it, yeah. If you're okay with
it, yeah, if you're okay with it, and
if your
it's
parents
something,
have died,
yeah,
We'll make
they're not
it's
gonna run
something you
across
do
it.
anyway. It's something you do with each other anyways. At least this way, hey, you're getting paid doing it. You don't have to show your faces or anything.
Right.
It's something, like I said, you do for fun anyway. So why not make money doing it? It's, so why not?
Yeah, you could get weird with animal suits or cosplay. They'd never know
Yeah,
who you are.
you could run around like furries and shit, and you could do some S&M shit one day, or just do some crazy shit. It's,
Right, and you're in control. You can kick people out. You can. Your
Exactly.
OnlyFans are your fans. So
yeah, you have more control over that than you would the DoorDash app. You would have more. But yeah. So if you're gonna, you're doing it anyways for fun, you might as well make money doing it. What's up?
mm-hmm.
Sounds crazy. How many people? Damn, we did have a lot of people in here today. What, over 30? God damn.
Still 30, yeah.
Yeah. Been on 2.5 hours. Holy shit. I got to get going anyways here soon because I got to go mail boys bracelets. He bought like 5 more bracelets.
Yeah, I got a curry run, but I got an hour 10 to do it. But yeah,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah, Pull My Gig is like my best customer ever. I think this is like his 15 different bracelets he's bought. He must be opening his own store. He buys them from me and then puts them on eBay or something.
Why don't you post the store link in the YouTube notes and pin it to the top?
Yeah, that's one thing I need to start doing with my channel too, is start filling out the description, putting all that crazy stuff, using the better tags and stuff. I gotta try doing that stuff,
Yeah, I mean, even in the chat though, just type the link and then pin it to the top so people see it, because some people hear about you talking about, they don't even know where to go.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I gotta work on that stuff too. So I gotta get to where I can work on that stuff. So.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna bounce out since it's 11:50, and I just noticed that's my time. I don't know where you guys all are.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna bounce too because it's been on over 2.5 hours. We've been on here, and I got to go do this, mail these off. So.
All right, Roy. Thanks for.
But I appreciate everybody coming in. Thanks. Peace. Glad everybody came in. Had a good time. Thanks for commenting and all that good stuff. The people that donated to the channel, thank you very much, Cynthia and Miss Geechee. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. So you guys be safe out there. Get out there, get your DoorDash, make your millions. Remember,
see y'all later.
You have no control. No, I'm joking. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.